Hello, my friends. Hello, my name is Peter, aka Commander Wacko. All of this is the Simstarr, and I'm glad that you are here today. The Simstarr is my 1.5 thousand pound motion simulator, refurbished, modified, rebuilt, and customized by me. And today we're going to use it to play Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is a flight simulator game in the same space as Microsoft Flight Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, with an arcadey feel and a sci-fi skin to it. The reason I compare it to those is because it is about getting the ship to move. These kinds of simulators, the gameplay is the details. The frustration is the fun. And that is what we're going to do today. We are going to have some fun with some frustration. Oh 07 Lemon Drop, oh 07 Muncher of Pizza, oh 07 Gentle Berserker, oh 07 my friends, welcome. Today is an interesting day technologically speaking. So let's just get that started. I am finally triple streaming. So I am streaming to Twitch, I am streaming to YouTube, and I'm streaming to YouTube again. I have set up the same canvas that I used to make my YouTube shorts out of. I am now sending to YouTube vertical. They've been asking me to do it for a while, and I was like, hey, I can only do it if you guys let me have a separate key. They gave me that key a couple of weeks ago, and I was about to implement it, but I thought, let's get past the Sim Gaming Expo first, because for all I know, this extra stream can cause us technical issues. I do not expect it to, but I'm starting off by letting you guys know that if that happens, if of whatever reason it locks up, that's why. And we'll go back to the drawing board and fix it later. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have going on today. Today is all about Whitworth City. Let's take a look at the local map. Oh, Dragon Master 07 Arf, my friend. Welcome, my club seals. Okay, so this system, fairly mundane. It's got a couple of good worlds on it, but it's only got one station on it, which is Whitmore City. One station. Why do we care about this? Why would I be spending an entire stream messing with it? Because this is where we are, and this is where Project Simstarr is. Let's go to Project Simstarr, the space station. This is my system. I call it the PZZ, but it's actually B27-6, and this is B27-2. So this here is our system. The one that we just, the one that my loyal crew has spent a lot of time upgrading and making as good as it can be. Right here is our dodeck, the first station we set up. And on that dodeck, at first, was the Empire. Technically, this entire system is declared a protectorate of the Empire. And I didn't much care about that at first until I saw that they literally sold slaves on Project Simstarr. I didn't like that. That's a whole separate drama right there. Yeah, now add Kick, TikTok, and MySpace. Yeah. Actually, we'll talk about that in a minute. So, it became a whole thing because we got raided by another popular Elite Dangerous streamer, and some of those people are the kind that believe that affecting the background simulation should only be done in open and only be done in combat. I disagree. We're not going to spend a lot of time talking about that today. At least I hope I can avoid doing that. But they came in and they decided that they wanted to be on the side of the slavers, so we went through a long, protracted, real war with them. But eventually, they decided to head off to Colonia and do some other stuff, and we were able to continue to apply pressure to the factions. And let me show you those factions real quick. We've been doing this a bit behind the scenes for a while, so I'm taking a risk by showing you guys this, but I think it's interesting. I'm having a good time with it, so I want you guys to be part of it. So directly above me here, you can't really see it on the vertical side. Sorry about that. But directly above me here is Operation Ida at 67.3%. Those are our co-op guys that we really like. Then we have the Crimson Creative Holdings. That's just a corporation that we've worked well with. And then we have the Flotilla Espar Ibra. These are the only guys that are part of the Empire. And you can see here it says Empire Patronage. Now, because I keep taking money from them, and I'm sorry, I keep taking contracts from them and then failing the contracts day after day after day for weeks and weeks at a time. They've lost a lot of influence, galactically speaking, and they're down to 1%. That is the absolute bottom they can get. At 2.5%, they begin leaving the system, but they can't because the system makes you have 3 of these factions. You getting me so far? It's just working out. Is this being clear to you guys so far? Hold that thought, because let me come back and say hi to everybody. Welcome, Commander Saholi. This is going to be random, but have you been to this system before? I don't recognize it, but we could take a look in a minute. He says Lamio NY-GD11-2233. I don't recognize it. Welcome, Rubica 07 to you. 07 to the chat, they say. Hey, Kai, welcome. Aloha. Are you having a months-long deja vu? You kind of are. This is something that we've done before, but this is different, and I'm getting to the difference. So far, I've talked to you guys about where we've been, so I can tell you where we're headed. Okay, so we got these guys all the way down to 1%, and at 2.5%, they bail if we can get a 4th party here. So how do we get a 4th party here? Well, right next to us is a system that James Cook, one of our crew members, has spent way too much time doing for us. I'm so appreciative, man. It's so cool of you to have done this. He went out and he colonized star after star to get a specific faction over here. Good morning, Matthew West. Good morning. Let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so we go to our mission board, and we've got the Alliance Rapid Reaction Corps, Operation Ida, who are our boys, Karu Company, and then Chieftains of Anarchy. I think the Chieftains of Anarchy were part of our system at first too. They're the mob, but these guys here, the Alliance Reaction Corps, are Alliance, and that means we have finally got the ability to bring the Kato Kane into play here, which is on its own actually pretty exciting. I am a Kato Kane supporter. I've been running this independent since we started because I didn't think we'd ever be able to get Kane out here because we're right on the edge of Empire space. So thanks to the work of James Cook, we have gotten them out here. If they get up to 75%, then they will go into expansion mode. Bear with me. We're almost done with all this talk. They will go into expansion mode, and they will go to any system within 20 light years, but almost certainly the closest one. Boom. There we are. What's the difference between us and them? Let's look. It is... let's turn it off, turn it back on, see if that helps.
Course cancelled, Commander.
I don't know on the screen. I'm sure it tells me, but I don't know on the screen where it's gonna where it says. But basically, I think it's like 7 light years away. So if we get those guys up to 75%, we are going to be able to bring the Alliance in, and then if we start doing Alliance missions, we're going to be able to flip this thing from Empire to Alliance. Again, I'm taking a chance by sharing this with you guys because people who are against might come in and make a change, but hear me out. None of what we're talking about can even be done with PvP. So I know they have some strong feelings about what could create a background simulation, but even if we're playing an open, closed, or by ourselves, there is no war happening right now, so the only way you can affect change is by doing missions and failing missions. That is what we're going to do. My wife is Nakato Kane. I'm secretly hiding dreads under my beret. I didn't know that Nakato Kane's partner was known. That's cool. 1.23 light years? Oh my goodness, 101 thing. I had no idea. We'll check it when we go because what we're going to do right now is we're going to take some missions for the good guys. Okay, so unfortunately, these other guys are great. We like Operation Ida. We don't have any strong feelings about the Chieftains of Anarchy, and we don't know Karu Company at all. But Karu Company has 11% influence in this system, and we need to raise the Alliance up to 10%. So what I've done is just focused on these guys. That's why I am 100% hostile. Guys, I've already failed 20 missions. You can only take 20 missions at a time, and I've already taken and failed 20 missions. In fact, let's go in here and discard those. When the server ticks over this week, it's going to be devastating for these guys. It is, I feel bad for them, except, you know, needs must. So when we're done with this, these guys are going to, our guys are going to go up above 75%, and they're going to fall down below probably 1%, and they'll have to leave this area. But since there's only one, what do we got? Oh, you want a rope head? General Berserker gets a rope head. Awesome. Oh, you got a Hobie. That really is legitimately my favorite one. He doesn't come up very often. Okay, so what I'm saying is that these guys are going to probably have to evacuate the system, which I would feel bad about, except, let's look at it again. It's one rinky-dink station. It's got a medium-sized port. There's nothing here. So by evacuate, I mean like 12 guys have to leave. I'm secretly the pirate Grand Poobah. Yeah, I'm secretly a super pirate. That's me. Thank you for following, Captain Metzi. Welcome, welcome. Okay, guys. So I've just gotten rid of those. Let's check the emails. Our reputation has changed to hostile. Oh, darn. I don't think you quite grasped the concept. I did. It's been really funny to read what's happening with the Fae over on our system, because those guys have been like, dude, we really need funds. We're in a lot of trouble. Can you help us? And I'm like, yeah, totally can. And then I never give them the money. But their wording has gotten more and more desperate. I'll show you that in a moment as well. All right, so now that we've cleared up some space, we can take a couple of missions for our guys. All of that ramble is to get you guys in the position to understand that I've been failing missions to lower the percentage of one party because there's a 100% total pool. So if they lose influence, somebody else has to gain it. So lower the influence on one and the other one gets it. That's what this is about. But there's a more direct way to do that. I can just do missions for the Alliance. If I do that, there we go. Like I'm doing it right now. I'm going to give those guys $1 million. That counts. If I do that, it increases their influence kind of the up and up way. And that is what we're going to focus on today. So we're going to go into the Alliance Rapid Course. We're going to go to all, and we're going to see whatever mission suits our fancy. We're going to obey orders for one guy, disobey orders for the other. That's what the thumbnail and then title is about. Trust me, bro, I'm going to do it. And then I'm being a double agent, effectively. Okay, so let's see. We want something. Expansion data occurring sounds pretty good, actually. Let's go ahead and choose that. We're just going to do one for right now, I think. Now, we'll do a couple. Just currying, I think, is what we want. Oh, wait. I'm not thinking this through. I need to get ones that have these little expansion icons. Oh, good. The data currying does. Threat level 8 on these. So we want to do that because it's a nice warm-up. It's a good way to start our day. Rare artwork salvage. We'll probably do that one, too. Do we want to do rare artwork salvage? I'm kind of in the mood. Okay. And I am in something I call the Taxi Star. It is the one I use when I'm playing on my editing computer. Because sometimes when I'm failing all these missions for these guys, I have to raise my level up, my reputation level up. So I go to someone else's system and I give them $1 million over there, and it raises my reputation so I can then break their influence over here. It's a whole thing. Tactical disobedience. There you go. Giving your unique profile. Headquarters has decided to pivot your assignments. Exactly. You're tasking you the Operation Class SWAT. Let me be entirely transparent with you. This mission is tailor-made for your specific skill set. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to Project Simstarr Station, which I call Simstarr Prime. And we're going to switch out our vehicle. Because right now, I'm in the Taxi Star, which is good for when I'm editing. But I need the Caspian, not the Caspian, the Kestrel. Hey, my, hold on. That's weird. Why did that happen? 1 second. I might get attacked while I'm doing this, but it's worth it. Stack. Actions. ED Journal Watcher. It might not be checking the journal file properly. We might have to log out and log back in because that's an important thing I need. Mandate is clear and expectations from Oversight Committee are monumental. We need you to fail. And we don't mean standard run-of-the-mill operations. We need you to fail in unprecedented, catastrophic textbook relighting levels. Oh, you mean like I need to paint, I need to tell them I'm going to paint the reflection pool, or I'm going to tell them I'm going to run this test on the nuclear reactor. It's a very simple test. That kind of thing. I could totally do that. I'm well qualified to run a test on an RPG reactor to see if the turbines powering down during a nuclear strike is enough to power up the diesel generators. How hard could it be? We'll do it tonight at 1:30.
We have arrived at our target destination.
Right. So yeah, we're at 1 light year. That's feasible to actually do. At a light year, with the current amount of oh, they're gonna give us a time bonus. We're gonna ignore that because I need to get over to Project Simstarr so that I can switch out to a better ship. I really can't do this in the Taxi Star. But trust me, man, I know a guy that can help me fix that reflecting pool. It's going to be great. We need you to achieve failure so profound it's structurally impossible. I know exactly what you mean. I'm totally able to do that. How does a nuclear reactor explode? Can you explain that? I'll give you not great, not terrible reactions. Yeah, if you're trying to use a command, some of those commands are for crew members only. I am working on a better way to set all that up. I've purposely put snack time behind it, though, because you guys were calling snack time in the first 20 minutes. It's too early for snack time.
I'm thinking of doing karaoke night for the crew. I'll let you know how it goes.
Is that what Sky 4 wanted? Were they trying to get my goat this early? I'm working on it, guys. I keep having to revise and redo the way that I'm presenting it in the first place, which makes bringing over the existing stuff into a new system more difficult. But the Twitch stuff still works. The YouTube stuff I'm working on integrating. They just released an alpha of StreamerBot that has its own point system. So once that happens, I can combine, like you were just saying, TikTok and Twitch and stuff like that. Hey, so far, the extra streaming workload hasn't affected me at all. Things are steady. I'm not showing any difficulties. And I mention it now because on Wednesday, we'll do YouTube vertical, Twitch, and Twitch vertical. And if that works, well, let's bounce it over to TikTok, right? Let's just keep going.
Welcome to our station.
The cookies and cream giant? Oh no, you forgot to renew your sub. Well, don't feel bad about it. You don't have to.
Access granted. Set down on landing pad 1.
But if you are gonna not renew your sub, and then you try to use commands, then we're all gonna know.
Set her down on landing pad 14, Commander.
Which one was that? Was that a follow? Yeah, with every 10 new followers, we get that message. So.
Automated approach, Commander.
Okay. So we are down. I'm using a Cobra Mark V for this that I use as just a taxi because this is one of the only ships I have that has an auto dock and a Super Cruise autopilot. All right, now let's go in here and let's continue to make things terrible for Ida. As you can see, Ida says, our funds are running dangerously low. We need direct financial help from you. Do you? Oh, I'll totally write you this check, bro. Oh, yeah, I'm totally going to do that. And that's going to keep those guys at 1%. Oh, I'm at 20. I can't take that last one. Oh, the gas giants actually made it look like Cookies Cream. Oh, you mean Uranus 2? The sequel to Uranus. Yeah. It does look like that. Uranus looks like cookies and cream. You heard it from Kai. Oh, also, by the way, guys, I'm in the works to finally put the chat on board. I have the button for that, so I can do this. This chat here, which is a good combination of both, so you guys can see it. I'm finally hearing you. I'm gonna put it on the screen, but I haven't done it yet because I want to capture it separately, and I just don't have the computer bandwidth for it. So what I'm gonna do, hopefully, is get a new gaming computer soon, which will let the current gaming computer be the streaming computer, right? And then the streaming computer will have more oomph, and I can use it to record a fourth screen. So that's the idea. You want cookies and cream now? I want bacon. Man, guys, I'm feeling pretty good, which is great because I was feeling pretty crappy this morning, man. I was not feeling it. And I'm like, well, this is going to be a day where I admit it. I say, okay, guys, I'm not doing my best, but we'll do what we can. Hold on. Company. I need to find our missions. I have so many missions to fail that it takes me a second to get to it. Nope, not you guys. Okay, the rare artwork. There we go. These guys. But as soon as the stream started was my point. Oh, are we here? Are we where we need to be? Hold on. We are. I didn't realize that this mission took place at Simstarr Prime. Is this just a courier mission? Okay. I should have paid more attention. Well, the idea, I've been saying it too much, but I've got some hope that when I go to the Sim Gaming Expo in less than a month, that I will be able to meet some new people and hopefully get some integrations going. And it's my hope that I can talk to PC manufacturers and say, hey, wouldn't it be nice to say that the Simstarr is powered by your PC? That's what I'm hoping for. So it'll be whatever they build. I don't have a budget to do it myself, guys. I'm not even surviving right now. Right now I'm underwater. It's not getting done. I'm gonna have to do some more deliveries, that kind of thing. But that's not your guys' problem. I'm just saying that I can't do it that way. So I'm hoping maybe some sponsorships will help. But that's a pipe dream. I don't know if that'll actually happen. I just know that when I go to the show, there will be several options, and you know, with the kind of numbers I have, maybe I can work something out. Not asking for a 50-80, so. The Slickster? Yeah, I got to work on my networking, guys. Anybody got any networking tips? Because I don't want to come off as a salesman. I just want to... I do have a couple of goals. Make myself known to the manufacturers directly, right? Make myself known. That's one thing. Make new friends is something I plan to do. Not just with other media guests, although that is a thing, but with just regular people about. COVID changed things. My leaving my old company changed things. Oh no! You gotta run. I'll explain why I'm dead in a second.
22%.
I didn't think to check.
Too bad. Commander.
I am hostile with that group now. Wait, I'm confused. I am confused. The Fae run this station? I didn't know that. I'll explain. Basically, I got shot on sight because I'm 100% hostile with people that I've made sure have 1% influence in the region. The thing that I'm shocked about is that last I checked, Amos was not run by the Fae. You don't those 6 degrees freedom setups have run
We adopted the
$10,000
sector
ish?
in Cold
No, they do
285
not.
sector. Why you
I
check
managed to make this out of
2111.
scrap. This is for real. Not
We're aboard
something
there.
I've
Your
spent a lot of
pistol
money
mark
on.
two.
If you'd like to know more about that, I have the Haldo playlist,
The
which I just
maximum
sent
jump range
to
for
both
this shot
chats.
is
The Haldo
34.32
will tell
light
you
years.
more information about how I managed to do that. But the basics of it is that I traded for the parts,
Resuming
and
our
I
route to Cold
refurbished
285
the things I
sector
needed.
PZ-C,
I had a
BT7-6.
mighty need.
We will reach our destination in
Okay.
5 jumps.
All right, we're gonna head to
We
Weber
have some
Hub.
cargo still to source and
Let's
deliver.
see if who
We
runs
now have
Weber
missions
Hub.
outstanding requiring 930 tons of magnetic emitter coil,
Oh, the Fae run the
1,152 tons of power converter, and 72
the hub
tons
as
of
well. I did not know this.
One is terraformable, but already been discovered.
All right, that's not a problem.
Commander, if you reopen the commodities list at our current
What
station,
we're gonna
I will
do
access
then,
its commodity prices and check for the
is
best
we need to
available
get
commodities.
above hostile with the FBI to even like move on to the next stage. To do that, remember I took a mission from them. We're gonna go pay that mission. We'll see where that puts us. Then we'll run over next door to a different thing. Oh, how much did I lose? Did I lose these missions? Oh, I didn't. Okay, lucky me. I'm in luck. Welcome to Elite Dangerous. Remember I told you that the minutia of making things work was the gameplay? That's what we're experiencing right now. All the little details required to drop this off. Sometimes it goes smooth, but often it doesn't. We're in a scenario where it's not going smooth. Yeah, he's saying that the sales talk can come later. I am actually interested in making friends. I am enthusiastic about the stuff. So when I go to these booths, I'm going to be like, oh, show me this, show me that. And then I'm hoping I can be like, hey, just so you know, I'm a media guy. I'd love to have this on the show. If you want to send me one, I would love to take a look at it. If you send an email, nobody responds back. But if you do it in person, I'm liking my chances. So, that's what's going on. Okay. So we've got 4 jumps to go from prison back to the PZZ, where I will pay off the Fae, and that probably will not be enough to get us above hostile. So we'll jump over to another system that I've been doing that with. I get them to be super mad. I go to another system, I pay them off till they're super happy, then I go and I make them super mad again. I did not anticipate today there being any issue. Otherwise, I would have done that beforehand. You wouldn't want a 5080? I want AMD. Oh, I don't really have a preference at this point. I would like a better gaming PC with a better video card at this point. Even though I just made that short about how 2016 was the peak year, I'm referring to Moore's Law when I say that. The 5080 has not doubled since the 3080. It just hasn't. We're seeing diminishing returns, and that's why 2016 is such a strong year for hardware. But I would like to have a better video card so that I can run proper graphics, because things get chuggy. Even I had to lower the settings since the operations update, and when I go to the DODEC, things run really chuggy. So I wouldn't mind upgrading the equipment.
Frameshift drive charging.
Then you can run Linux to get higher performance. No, I'm not ready to do Linux, not right now. You work as a vendor in some shows dealing with hundreds of people per day. So if you have tips on how I can do it without being cringe, I'd love to hear it.
285 sector M-CC 13-6.
To show your current rig while on display, they'll want to help you out of pity. No, you're not wrong. Everything that's here, even though it looks cohesive, is cobbled together. Another thing that I'm hoping to do is simply a better frame. I'm talking about this part, not just the chair, the entire frame, because I did buy the cheapest one available on Amazon, and it seems to me that since all the major frame manufacturers are going to be there, that it should be more of a conversation of which one wants to be seen in every single short from now to the end of time. I could be wrong about that. Maybe I don't understand the workings of it, but That seems like a good integration. And if these guys won't do it, I'll ask those guys. You know what I mean? That's what I think, but I could be wrong about that.
4, 3, 2,
You're jumping to your dash J
When you got your new gear in 2023, nothing improved. The DDR5 barely made it stable. Yeah, it's good. The new stuff is better, but it's not the 6 times better that it's supposed to be. Like, compare a 2016 machine to a 2006 machine, and you'll see what I mean.
We're now
That being
one jump
said,
from
I really could
4
use an upgrade.
PZ-C, B27-6.
Linux still has problems with NVIDIA drivers. It's getting handled. Yeah.
frameshift drive
I've tried
charging.
Linux before. I did it in 2020, 2021. I tried to switch over to Linux because that was the no, I'm sorry, it was 2022. That was the year that I left my company and they stopped giving me my Photoshop subscription. And I said to myself, okay, before I start buying my Photoshop subscription, let me try the alternatives. And on that day, I got radicalized, you guys. I found out that Adobe was a little bit behind
This is the final
on
stop
motion
on our current
graphics
route.
in a way that made me a little bit upset. So I switched over to DaVinci Resolve, I went to GIMP, I went to Inkscape, and I have not looked back. And I'm not kidding when I tell you that it has not hurt my workflow at all. There was a learning curve while I learned it, but I'm much, much faster now than I was with After Effects. Point being that I decided to, hydrate? Yeah, I can do that. Got it right here. Point being that I decided to give Linux a try, and I put it on my my living room computer. And I really did spend more time trying to fix it than use it. Meanwhile, Windows did just kind of work. Hear me out. And I was like, okay, I'll come back to this some other time. Now, thanks to Linus Text Tips, it sounds like Claude and AI stuff is letting people upgrade Linux faster. So it's like a different operating system than it was in 2022. It's the improvements have been that fast. So I do need to try it again, but not on the Simstarr. The Simstarr is a very integrated cross-computer little machine, and one change requires a full overhaul. So you won't see me do that on the Simstarr for some time. I could, though. You just watched a couple of Haldo videos? Yeah, I like those videos. I'm glad that you like them too. I was afraid when I first made that playlist that people would see that as me just kicking the can, but it explains it all. It's pretty good, I think. But it's come a long way in compatibility layers in just 2023 and 2025. You know, I gave Claude credit. We also have to give Steam credit as well. Valve has put the effort in because they make money by pleasing the end user. So they haven't enshittified it yet. So they got that going for them too. Man, I can't unsee it. It does look like cookies and cream ice cream. Good old Uranus 2. Yeah, Linux has taken over the market share, but not by much. But I am using 4 computers, don't forget. And these 4 computers are all running Windows 11, where I've gone and I've stripped out all the stuff that's a problem with Windows. So I have a very stable build. Not in a hurry to replace it out of principle. I can use my principle somewhere else. You've been getting your games to work on Gemini? Yeah, I'm down. I am down. Really? You need Microsoft for your 3D printing software? I thought that there was a Linux variant for everything on 3D printing. You know how those guys can be. All right, so we're back here because we did take a job with the FEI, and although I don't want it to succeed, if I pay them here, it'll raise their influence, but as you can see, I can absolutely smoke them later. So if they go from 1% to 2%, that's fine. If they go to 3%, that's also fine, because I'll work with them on that later. See how choppy this gets? That's why I'm like, okay, I need to admit it and get a new video card.
Landing gear deployed.
And that would free up this this gaming computer to be the streaming computer, and that would be nice. Because as much as I like this backtop, with this battery backup and stuff, as much as I like that, I would much rather have a little bit more performance. Because that thing's running a 1080 or 1060, and I could take that backtop and I can make it my on-site streaming computer, which would be neat. You need to get over being afraid of this game? Yep. There is a way to do that. What I like to say is that the complications, the frustrating parts, are the gameplay. So just embrace the fact that you're gonna die. You'll learn. Okay, so we are halfway past hostile. For you guys that are new, what I'm doing here is I am raising my reputation with the FEI so that they won't shoot me on sight so I can complete other missions. All right, we're almost there. We only need one more. And I know exactly where to get it from. Oops, that's local map. I need galactic map. There we go. I know it so well I didn't have to look it up. HIP 84197.
8197. System is just one jump away.
And we want to go to the
Commander,
Bernstein
if you
hub.
the commodities list at our current station, I will access its commodity prices and check for the best available
And
commodities.
away we go. I don't know if one of you guys owns this or not, actually. You might be watching me, like, that's why your that's why your factions have been all over the place, because this is where I go. I'll sometimes spend 2 or 3 days signing in every 3 or 4 hours and upgrading the phase status. Alright, let's go this way. I heard that in VR, coming out of witch space in front of a star is terrifying. Oh yes, it is. You know what? You can look at. I don't know what it's called. I had a short where I got legitimately frightened by a star in 2D on the Simstarr. The star got so close that I went into driving mode. Like if a deer jumps in front of you, I did that in real life. This game does a great job of being a little bit scary. Am I sure it's the GPU being overwhelmed? It could be the CPU. I'm pretty sure it's the GPU. Because when I turn the settings down, it's better. But I'm talking about a full computer override anyway.
Jump initiated.
Yeah, if you haven't tried this game in VR, you should. It's amazing.
This star we are jumping.
Yeah, doing it in flat screen is pretty terrifying too. Am I using a 1660? No, I'm using a 2080 for the gaming computer with 16 gigs of DDR4 for the main computer, and the secondary computer, the streaming one, is a 1060, a heavily modified desktop 1060 with, I still think, 16 gigs of RAM and a dongle USB to Ethernet for the internet. And then this computer, this one up here, I'm using. Hold on. Not paying attention. This computer here, I'm using what the Simstarr came with, which was practically e-waste. It's a i3 from 2014 with 8 gigs of RAM, and it does have like a 1080 in it because I had an extra one to put in. The streaming computer might be a 1080 actually. I can't remember now. It's meant for high-end VR work in 2019. Now, I'm not the best with numbers anyway, but it is interesting how many people, when I make a short talking about this, how many people will try to get a gotcha on me. Because I made that 2016 was a peak year and made equipment that's still usable today. And they were like, some of that equipment's from 2019, bro. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not 4 times as fast as 2016 stuff, is it? And they never respond when I say things like that. My point being that so many contrarians on the internet, man, that purposely misunderstand points. Oh, whoops. Probably gonna have to do a loop of shame now. I bumped the throttle. Oh, no. No, I fixed it in time. All right. I made the short from 2 days ago. It's doing really well. Oh man, we're never gonna get a single mission done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, GB. I'm glad you're here to support the show. What HOTAS am I using? This is the VKB Gladiator on my right hand and the Omni Throttle on my left hand. The Omni Throttle lets me go thrust, forward, and reverse, and yaw left and right. I don't use yaw pedals. Instead of yaw pedals,
Becoming mission
I use the Elgato prompter. I'm sorry, not prompter. The Elgato foot pedal system. So I can step on it and it brings this up. Oh, that's not very impressive, is it? There we go. You know, I would take you up on that. I would take up on donations. He says he can offer me a rack server. I have a rack server. In fact, it's something similar to the 610. I use it for my hard drive space. My NAS has 75 terabytes on it. Don't let the chat have chaos control. Streamer must suffer. Captain Metzi, streamer must suffer. But I will say that other than GB, you guys actually prefer the stuff that does not interfere with me. You guys are not a big fan of actually making me suffer, which is nice. Means we got a nice chill stream here. Just checking messages. This Sim Gaming Expo just added another vendor. I don't recognize them though. It's a Tokyo Racing vendor. Oh, you know who's going to be there though? Newegg is setting up their gamer zone. Pimax just contacted me. They want me to try their Pimax there. I'm excited to do that. Or is it Primax? Anyway, there's a bunch. Oh, you know what? Let's just look at it. This is such an outdated vendor list, but there are so many cool things happening at the Sim Gaming Expo that I'm excited to try. Did I just say terabytes? Yes, 75 terabytes. This stream, capturing this stream twice in both landscape and portrait, takes a lot of space, man. So yeah, it's actually really cheap. Just like everything else I'm saying, creating a home NAS at enterprise level is not bank breaking because they run really high professional stuff, and Moore's Law is dead. The stuff that I'm using is from 2012, 2014. And the equipment that I'm running is from that age, and they're no longer suitable to be used on a server rack, but they can handle one user just fine. So I've set up as what do they call it? It's been a while since I've really looked into it. I've set up a RAID, it's Z something, but I've set up a RAID that makes everything redundantly mirrored, spread across all those hard drives. Hold on. Oh, okay. So I've set up a couple of just hard drive boxes that connect into a server rack that's about 2 units wide. It's a Dell, and it's from 2012. But all it's really doing is serving up the hard drives. So every computer on my network gets it at 100 megabytes, which is plenty to get to do what it is I do. And it's really easy to set up. Now it does take up space. ZFS, that's the one. Thank you. Yeah, I have a ZFS RAID configuration that mirrors everything. And I can swap out the hard drive. So if one of the drives fail, which doesn't happen very often, I can pop it out and put in another one. It's a collection of 4 terabyte drives.
Still keeping an eye on the crew.
Thank you, Nibbler. Who tried to get my goat this time? Jenna Berserker again? Bruh. Okay. Now I'm going on this rant to try to make you guys aware. Just like when I talked about how you can stream your own music, you can have your own server at enterprise level running at home. It doesn't consume a lot of power. It does generate some heat, and it does take up some space. But those are solvable problems like anything else in your house. The reason you'd want to do that is because enterprise equipment is cheap. they sell it as waste because it's no longer good for serving up web servers. But it'll certainly work for your freaking house. It can handle what you're putting into it as a single user. Your wear and tear is nothing compared to what it used to do. So you can get it cheap. I'm talking like $100 for the server rack, and then well, I don't know what the prices are now, but the hard drives used to cost something like $10, $12 a pop. And so I got into the habit of buying one a month until I had as many as I did. Oh, 7 Joshua Britt, welcome. Welcome, Sergeant Shrimp. Welcome.
Clear to disembark. Station facilities are at your disposal.
Yeah, it probably is open to the net. Were you who I was talking about? You know, it's got its own port and stuff, but I've just set up whatever Plex had me set up to do that. Hasn't been a problem yet. Yeah, run RAID 0 and strike the disk. I knew you nerds were going to get into it. I only know that information as much as I need to, and I don't really store it in my brain. So I set it up, and then that was it. Oh, darn it. So there are no missions we can do for the Fae right now. The Fae have a presence of 26%. The Crimson Creative is 28%. And Operation Ida is 46% here at Bornstein Hub. They will not accept any support. So we're going to have to run a mission for them. Just a regular mission that has an influence reward. We have to do this. Our reputation is too low. Crap. We're not going to be able to finish these missions for a minute. Hold on. All right, let's go to Stewart. Let's look up their information. Okay, Ida runs it. So we're going to run to the other station in this system and see if we can't get it there. I mean, I'm just connecting my phone to my Plex server. As far as I know, it's secure. I'm not pushing back on you as much as I'm like, are you sure about that? Are you sure it's not secure?
Your way is cleared for departure.
Because there are all kinds of ports that you can set up. But yeah, I produce something along the lines of 40 to 50 gigs a stream, 2 streams a week, and I store it all, and I have been for 2 years. So for the people that are like, oh, a home server, huh? Wink, matey. No, it's not like that. There's all kinds of things you can do at home that is completely legit. You don't have to be pirating. The conversation doesn't always have to be about piracy. That stuff adds up over time. Oh, Josh clicked the like button. That's good because I need to test this button anyway. Test the rope head button. Oh, good, it's working. Oh man, you got some kind of rancor. Still haven't named him yet. Do I have any contingency plans for when I get so big on stream I become a target for swatting? Yeah, a little bit. Grounded. Thank you, GB. Man, we are never going to get one mission done. Are you working for the Fae, GB? Are you working? Did you make a deal with the Fae? You know that's never advisable. I ask because if you were, this is what it would freaking look like, man. What he's done is he's done grounded. Oh, you know what? Aha. Hold on. He's done grounded, which means I gotta land my ship. But I can land it at a colony. I can land it at a colony and still get business done. Oh, come on. We can do this all day. No. You're not winning this one. You guys aren't winning this one. Whoever owns this system, which is probably somebody in the chat, or a regular member, whoever set this up did a good job expanding this place out. Oh, can't go there. That's a Fae settlement. That's a Fae settlement. There we go. Operation Ida. I gotta land here and I gotta land there. That's how grounded works. But joke's on you. I can do business at both. Hello, Eliza. Welcome, welcome. I know I'm saying your name incorrectly. It's a long string. Yeah, I am a data hoarder. I lose sleep sometimes over how much data we will lose right now. We're talking Library of Alexandria levels with the digital systems that we have currently. So I do my part in keeping it. You guys have probably heard about how Toy Story accidentally deleted their home server. I'm sorry, their master server. But somebody had copies of it at home, and even though that was against company policy, it saved their entire freaking workflow. I'm like that. I like having stuff here and other places so that if something happens, we still have it. Luckily, I don't have to worry about it much longer. Within the next couple of decades, within this decade, because it already works, there's a quartz crystal that you can do where you laser engrave the data onto a piece of quartz. And that stuff can actually outlast the supernova of the Earth. We've already used it, which is why I know it's why I can give you a deadline. Because I know tech guys saying within the next years we'll have this, but we've already used it. There are quartz crystals on the moon that have a copy of Wikipedia on it.
Flight engaged.
Stuff like that. Those quartz crystals are the size of a quarter, and they can hold a staggering amount of data. And I'm very much looking forward to, once a year, taking all of the Simstarr stuff, putting it on that quartz crystal, sticking it on the shelf. I'm also looking forward to that being a thing for later, when kids can just share the entire library of everything we've ever done for movies and music and games. That's going to change things. When it's all, I'm talking about a future where all that stuff's public domain anyway. That's going to be cool. Yeah, mission update usually means someone's hunting for me. Yep. Time bonus. Oh, the time bonus failed. Yeah, they were giving us a time bonus if we got there fast, but they're going to shoot us out of the sky if we approach them. So this is as fast as we can make this work. How much to get videos of my kid on one of those? Well, I am extrapolating based on the past, but they have gotten these quartz crystals to work, but they're done in a lab, so they're impossibly expensive right now. But once we get those lasers to work at home, it should be like the DVD revolution all over again. Burning CDs, you know. So you pay a couple of $100 for the burner, you know. You pay $20 for the media, and then you just burn it. That's how that's going to work. I will sleep better at night once the Library of Congress has that technology. Once YouTube has that technology. So what we're doing, guys, is that they requested grounded. That's a joke. It means I have to stop everything I'm doing and land on the nearest planet. They requested grounded, but in this case, joke's on them, because our secondary goal is to raise our affinity with the FEI, and we can do that from here. So we're going to dock, hopefully raise our notoriety just a little bit more. And then they did ground it twice, so we have to go to another planet and do the same thing again. Once we've done all of that, we can begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, I ran into the planet. I held it down for the 10 seconds, man. I don't know how that could have happened. What an unfortunate accident. I do like the idea that you're trying to stop me for real. This is kind of fun. I encourage you to actually embrace that persona and act like you are a member of the of either the Fae or the Kuda. You estimate 6 to 10 years on that tech? Good. Yep, I remember the assistant principal saying 20 years ago that it won't be long until you are going to your buddy's house and just transfer the top 100 movies on a USB drive. He is right, except you don't even have to go to his house. He basically got that right. He just didn't anticipate streaming or something.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, friendship drive charging.
4, 3, 2,
now that we're in Super Cruise, we bring it down nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. There we go. Just like that. But I like the idea of someone's entire culture being on a cube. And again, every time I talk about this kind of preservation, I talk about data and what you can do with it. The opposition to me has ingrained rights so heavily that everybody thinks I'm talking about piracy when I am not. The copyright was extended to 100 years, and I'm talking about 100 years from now. These quartz crystals will be cheap. They won't be able to stop you from handing it to your buddy. You'll just hand it to them, and it will have everything from the 20th and 21st century on it. No rights violated in the slightest. Man, why is it so dark? Okay, I can finally see the ground. I honestly feel, I mean this when I say it, that I have had my rights taken from me, that things have been stolen from me. When they extended that copyright to be 100 years long, so that they could own it, even though they had nothing to do with it, and they did not release it to the public domain as it has been for basically all of history, they took my ability to create my art and for me to create new transformative media in a way that I am really starting to notice. My video game, Shuko Sun, was based on the premise of what if you were the captain of the starship? You could beam down and take care of yourself like Kirk, or you could send your number one and deal with it diplomatically on the ship like Picard. And the idea was I would take the original Star Trek and I would take the original Star Trek and give you those options. So I always thought that Apollo, the god, and who mourns for Androzeus, I always thought he got a bit of a raw deal, even though I'm very staunchly anti-God. Other people are not. And I thought that Kirk should have given them the opportunity to send a colony ship, and he didn't. And so the idea was, you recreate the episode exactly as it's written, you give another tier where you do something else. Like, you give 6 or 7 different options for the player to go through to see what would happen if you were there and did this or that. That's the idea, okay? Now, I go through all this fan fiction because it didn't have to be. Before they changed that law, original Star Trek would have been public domain. All of it would have been public domain. I could use all of it however I see fit. And then I could have recreated that game instead of having to build an entirely new universe. I could have just used them, which is transformative. It makes a difference if you have a launching point of understanding before you go into a new media. The One Piece live action show, if you haven't seen that, is a surrealist masterpiece. It's super good, but it wouldn't work if you didn't know it was based off of a cartoon. Why does everybody have weird hair? Why are they doing all this crazy stuff? It's because One Piece is a cartoon and they're making that cartoon live action. They have to use the work to make it transformative. It would not work. No one would like this One Piece show if they thought of it off the top of their head. They'd be like, this is too far out. This is too surrealist. I don't get it. But since you know it's One Piece, that centers you, right? Only they can do it. Because they stole from the rest of the world, only they can decide when something is transformative. So, as you can imagine, I'm obviously very, very passionate about this. They have stolen from me to make it the way they are. So it's very important to me to have media preservation and they can't keep this up forever. Our generation, for 100 years, we're screwed. But after 100 years, all these new ideas are going to be public domain. People can make their own Superman, they can make their own X-Men. Warner Brothers, that merger they're talking about, dude, they're about to lose like Scooby-Doo and they're going to lose Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Joker. All of that's coming up in the next 10 years, and they have not taken the time to replace it with new ideas. Those ideas are going to go out into the wild, and people are going to use those ideas to do good things. If you still think I am talking about piracy at this point, because people often do, they still think I'm talking about piracy. Dante's Inferno is like a canonical part of the Christian faith, even though that was fan fiction based off of other ideas, right? It's a transformative work to make another work more meaningful. That's the idea. So I'm going way out into the past because they didn't have any copyright problems at the time. once they release this information out in the wild, you're going to see a new explosion of ideas. And that will only happen if we can continue to hold the data in our hands. And that's why I really think we need this intermediate physical media. We need to have this quartz crystal available to everybody, and it's so close to happening. If Steamboat Willie taught us anything, it's that certain title companies will extend things. Yeah, but they gave up Steamboat Willie. They gave up Mickey Mouse. They're not fighting it anymore. I own Mickey Mouse, and so do you. I have a game that's actually available for sale on itch.io right now. That's a Steamboat Willie game. It's pretty good. You get to watch the cartoon with him. You get to talk to him. He interacts with you and stuff. It's great. Harmony Gold, you're still salty about BattleTech and MechWarrior. Exactly, actually. I'm more on the Harmony Gold's done some weird stuff, but I do actually like Macross. I've been a fan of Macross for a long time. That is a transformative work. You guys know how much I love Speed Racer. Peter Fernandez's version of Maka Go 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 is transformative, and you can never do it. Jesus rose up from the grave? No, he wasn't in a grave. He was in a tomb. Thank you for following Mike the Dragon. Good morning, Mike the Dragon. Good morning, 0707. Welcome. Okay, guys. So that's enough of my ranting for now. You know how I get sometimes. I think it's important, and this is my platform, and you guys are here. Zombie Vampire Jesus? Is he... Oh, awesome. There we go. Oh, that's Operation Ida. My bad. It's all Operation Ida. Great. I had screwed over Ida in a couple of places, so I'm happy to pay them and get my reputation back up to fully allied. I kind of done them dirty at that other station, but I knew I could pay for it, so it's fine. We can only do one mission at a time the way we are right now. That's okay, though. Oh, oops. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Just being so careful. And the downside about what I'm talking about, because I see a brighter future as far as creative works go, even with AI happening, I still see a brighter future for creative works, but I have given up on our generation. Our generation is stunted and will not be able to do what it needs to do, but in the future, they will be able to. Think about a good remix, a good song remix. The average kid that's really good at that, has an interest in it, cannot creatively express himself because all of that stuff costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to use. But what happens when the 1980s and the 2180s, what happens when all this good music, which is for all of history has never been available, you couldn't reach back 100 years and use their stuff. But what happens once you can? And nobody can stop you from doing it. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we're going to see a revolution, but it'll be way after our time. I'm reminding you that I should install... they're reminding you should install MechWarrior. You should. And then walk me through how to do it, man. I want to play MechWarrior, but I couldn't get it to work. You got Elite Dangerous maybe 2 hours ago. It's pretty cool. Well, welcome. I'm not going to say your name because I think I'm going to say it wrong. Welcome. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. It is a good game. All right, so missions, mission board. I am curious. Do the FEI... No, only Operation Ida lives here. That's why that didn't work. That's okay, though. Because we have to go because of Grounded, we have to go to another place anyway. Oh, there's a mission on this planet. We need to go here anyhow. What for? What for? Is this a mission I can actually complete? Am I allowed to? Let's see here. Operation Ida. Who else is here? Well, that's where we'll go because there's a mission, and we'll see if we can actually complete it. I don't think we can. It's probably one of the missions I picked up to fail on purpose.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
You want to install the original MechWarrior? I loved MechWarrior 2 and MechWarrior 3. I had a really fun time with those games. I wouldn't mind playing them on the Simstarr for real. Man, guys, a whole hour has already gone by. Thank you guys for spending time with me. If you remember, I was saying I was real run down today. I was feeling pretty beat up. I thought this was going to be one of those days where I would just have to go, guys, we're just trying to survive. But thankfully, it's been reinvigorating. Feel pretty good. But my goodness, we're going to spend the whole 4 hours trying to get one mission done. You never played MechWarrior 1 and 2? They were good. MechWarrior 3 was good, but I thought mechanically it wasn't as good as 2. But it has been 20 years since I last played them, so I don't remember the details about why that was. Let's hit a little overdrive. Okay, a lot of overdrive. My short from 2 days ago where I was talking about the music was specifically for people who wants to save their own media. There is a movement of people that are buying discs because they don't trust the streaming services anymore. And I wanted them to know, it bugged me that they kind of wanted to stop there. They would say, you have to buy media. And they would stop there. And I was like, you don't have to give up streaming just because you want to own your own media. So I made that short to let them know. And I can understand why people miss the detail that I said, if you're already buying discs, then do this. A lot of people missed that, and they thought that I was telling them to start a new collection. I do think they should do that, but it's not what I'm saying. Anyway, I mentioned it because people were like, you can't just go to the store and buy old discs. And I'm like, yes, you can. And since I was out yesterday, I said, oh, you know what? I'll go by the Goodwill, and I will film all the discs that are available to show you how easy this is. And guys, there aren't any. I don't know what's going on. I could not find any good CD in the entire thing. Like, I couldn't find any Michael Jackson. I couldn't find any Metallica. I couldn't find any Stevie Wonder. Let's see, who else? I couldn't find any Bare Naked Ladies. I couldn't find anything. The only they did have a row of CDs, but the only option they had was basically Christmas music. It was all Christmas music or Christian music across the board. I went to both Goodwill and Savers, and they were both like that. The only disc I found that was worth showing off at all was, now that's what I call Shrek, which was songs from Shrek. That was the only CD amongst hundreds that I can even show you guys. So either people are serious and they are buying up all of these musics, or physical media is so dead that they're not even getting turned into Goodwill anymore, which is freaking crazy. Oh, well, thank you for the follow. Wow, if I'm getting that again, that means I got quite a few follows. Let's give all of you guys a rope. Everybody who's followed me, you get to share this one rope. Oh, that's perfect, since he's plenty of big enough for like the 10 or 15 people that's followed. Yeah, the music and film. Well, that's the thing. Music and film is available to buy.
Nice try, crew. Nice try, citizen.
He trying to get my goat. Oh, did I fall out? I'm actually a little surprised that happened. I'm a little surprised that I screwed up that orbit, but I wasn't paying the closest attention. You didn't realize I was on Twitch? Yeah, I'm doing Twitch and YouTube, and for the first time ever, I'm dual streaming on YouTube. So they are getting the good version of the stream for the first time since I started doing this. I'm talking about the portrait version I use for the shorts. Resellers pick through everything to sell online. Oh yeah, that was my point. All new albums do get a CD release. Gabby and I went down together and we went to the CD aisle at Target and we looked at the Stray Kids albums, and there was a whole bunch of different albums there as well. You can get a CD, but they're not at $1.50 prices, which is what I thought they would be. You can't get CDs from Goodwill anymore. So I owe an apology to the people who said that's too hard. I kind of think you're right. That specific video was about people who did not want to pirate. They feel differently about ownership than I do. They respect the ownership rights of the conglomerates that claim they have them, and they do not want to cheat. So I made a short that was describing how you could do it on the up and up. But if there's no way to own something, then there's no way to steal it either. So that's where we're at. Unfortunately, I thought the sequel to that short was going to be, here's how to do it. But the sequel to that short is another conversation about ownership, I'm afraid. You haven't played MechWarrior Online for a long time now? May have changed. I don't know. Could not say. No context or range. I can't park here? Oh my goodness. Guys, we are never getting this mission done. It's just never happening. Alright, let's head over to... That counts as grounded. I'm not getting out because I'm in a mood. You're successfully getting my goat. You're just going to have to deal with that, GB. We're going to go to the station and see if we can't pay our final FBI fee, which will let me board stations in my own sector so that I can complete the missions we're trying to complete. The goal here, as a reminder, is we're trying to get the Alliance up to 75% influence in a very small station on a system next door to Simstarr Prime. We're doing that so that they'll come over here and we can turn this into an Alliance system. Your dad used to burn Reeboks discs and save it on his own server. I mean, you know, you're supposed to keep copies of the backup. Greetings, Grumpy Prodigy. Welcome. Oh yeah, welcome Semashi, by the way. I didn't say hello to you, 07. Welcome, Lost Knots. Welcome. Talking about the tool, not how to use it anyway. Yeah, you're right about that. Another thing, another kind of criticism I got was that I didn't talk about the details, but I was talking concepts, not details. It is possible to set something up and then forget all about it. You don't have to become a network guy. I'm still not sure that I need to secure my Plex server any more than I have. I don't think I need to run some kind of tunnel. I'm pretty sure it's secure, but I'm not 100% on that. Oh, you know what? I did look up Facebook. And Facebook does have people's large CD collections available for reasonable prices. It's like 50 CDs, 100 CDs for 50 bucks. So it is possible to do it that way. I'm just shocked that Goodwill is no longer the place to go. And I wonder, I'm just wondering out loud with you guys, if it's one of two things, as you guys suggested already, is that there's a big reseller market. And what that means is that the demand for CDs has gone up. People are seriously downloading CDs so that they own them. If that is the case, then my advice to become your own streaming service is valid. If people are really buying up so many CDs you can't find them anymore, you need to be your own streamer. Or it's just become obsolete. Nobody has the players, nobody cares, so nobody's turning them into Goodwill, they're just throwing them away. It's one of those two things, I'm not sure which.
Contact dispatching ground crew.
Well, send me an email about it, Sergeant Truck. I don't know enough to describe it. Okay, big money, let's go. Oh, darn it. Nothing. It's because the FBI aren't here, are they? Oh, no, they are. They're here. They're here, but I can't do it. Okay, so let's go here. Faye only. Will you give me... Oh, my God. Oh. This is why I start every stream talking about how the details are the gameplay. Getting this done is requiring so much work, but that is the point. That is what we're doing. We've got this, guys. We've got this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the one place I know will take my money, and that is Simstarr Prime. They will absolutely, well, by the time I get back there, ask for more money.
Is just one jump away.
So that is where we're going to go.
Commander, if you reopen the commodities list at our current station, I will access its commodity prices and check for the best available commodities.
Thanks for your service. You're considered an ally of Operation Ida.
Ship released. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the
You really look forward to getting deeper into the game. It's a great last night chilling game for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've made the argument many times that if this game looked intriguing to you, generally speaking, sometimes they raise the price so they can put it on sale like 2 weeks later. But generally speaking, Elite is worth the money because if you spend just a weekend fooling around with it, you basically bought enough entertainment out of it. It doesn't cost you any more than that. Goodwill's probably rerouting the media to their online store. They do similar tricks. Well, if they're doing that, though, that's my point. If they're doing that, that means they're in high demand.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Flight control out.
How am I doing today, Guru Prodigy? In some ways, I'm just barely holding it together. In some ways, really well. In some ways, annoying.
PZ-CB27-6.
But we're going to round that out to say just above mid. We're doing all right. Get a nice ship and join the great race and find Raxo. Yeah.
Commander, we have arrived at the requested location.
Is there nothing personal on the machine? No, there's not.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
This is why James. Everybody thank James. He's the one that has made this possible at all. Even though I'm having some trouble, like getting the job done, he has put in the effort over weeks, maybe months, in order to make this possible at all. So thank you so much, James. But he was saying that he was having problems getting those allies up because they won't give the right mission. And you don't have to chat grounding you. They gave me the correct missions. We'd be done with those missions already, except that the FEI is so mad at me that they shoot me on sight. I need to get one more mission from the Fae. If I land at Project Simstarr Prime and they give me that mission, we'll be above hostile and we can complete the missions for them. And that will be a success for the day. No matter what else we do, we'll be all right. Yeah, I keep Plex up to date. I certainly do. I don't pay attention to network stuff, but my good friend Admin, that's what he goes by on the Discord server, does. And he enjoys doing IT work, has a hobby. You know, some people enjoy that kind of thing. They enjoy having a server. I like having a server that works, that's local in my house. He likes having a server because it's cool to have all that network technology. And he knows more about it than I do. So if there's a big vulnerability, I have somebody that will personally tell me, stop what you're doing and install this. The food button was removed. It wasn't removed, it was moved. In order to get the snack time, you have to be a channel member. And this is because I needed to put a cooldown on snack time. You guys were calling it too early and I wasn't giving you your snacks. Now that we're an hour in, snack time has been unlocked and you guys can request the snack time if you want to. But you do have to be a channel member to do it. Oh, darn. No, if you think there's a vulnerability, let me know. I've not heard of that. As far as I know, it's relatively secure. We still have hydrate though. Oh, if you're looking to be disruptive, by the way, we still have touch grass. So I needed the snack time to be at a reasonable time. I can't be shoving my face every hour. And I didn't know how to put a cooldown on it on Twist. That's why I moved it. But touch grass is available. You guys want to do that?
Sierra India Mike. We look forward to receiving you at the station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit.
Set her down.
Cleared for landing on Docking Bay 2 Niner.
Docking Bay 2 Niners, Sierra India Mike. The whole point here is that we're trying to remove the patronage from the Empire altogether. And we're trying to do it in a way. We're trying to do it in a way. Hold on. There we go. Woo. We're trying to do it in a way that doesn't ruin our day. We're trying to do it so they can't stop us saving more players. It's a big plan. There's been secret meetings. We have a war council. This counts as a song. You guys sing along. He chose racing mode, which is harder than I thought it would be. Oh, dude, I'm all about practices. He says, "Is Brad practice normally?" And he wouldn't do it, dude. Everything I do is bad practice that I wouldn't recommend. Like, the only way I've ever gotten anything done is to do it wrong. I'm serious. I weaponize failure. I do what I can with what I got. All right. There we go. We need FEI. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's all good. This is gameplay. This is gameplay. This is gameplay. This is what we want. We want this now. This is great. This is great. This is one. What I'm upset about is the only way to raise the FEI above hostile so they don't shoot me is to take one of these missions, and the only mission they're offering is a transport mission. So I have to go like 7 jumps away to go get some CMM composites, and if I'm not mistaken, those CMM composites are on a planet. So we have to go land on a planet so that I can bring those 8 back, so that I can get them above hostile, so I can finally do the mission we've been trying to do for the last, how long has it been? Hour and a half. Oh, you know, Nibbler's actually reminded me. Oh, we'll do it in a second. We'll do it in a second. I do need to do my DragonCon promo because I have not done it properly yet. I need to make a short about my time at DragonCon, but I haven't yet. I can't. All right, so let's go to transactions. I'm thinking of taking a quick break. You guys should choose snack time, but I'm thinking of taking a quick break and then coming back before we actually run off and do this. All right, so we need 8 units of CMM composite. That's easy to do. We come over to ED Copilot, go to commodities, scroll down to the C's, CMM composites, buy closest. There we go. Set course.
The fastest system to buy CMM composite, excluding fleet carriers, is called 285 Sector IS-A-C14-9.
Oh, it's not even... Okay, we've lucked out. It is not far away.
A planetary outpost that is 190 light seconds from
Up
the
to
star.
Sakurai Station. Okay. Have we been here
credits,
before?
With a quantity of 589,463 tons 4 hours ago. Planetary landing required.
We have not been here before, so that actually works out.
System is
It's
just
nice to have
under
places we haven't been before.
Commander, if you reopen the commodities list at our current station, I will access its commodity prices and check for the best of
Margraves at CMM composites. Well, you know what? How many jumps we gotta go? Hold on.
Departure authorized.
Oh, it's only 1 jump away. Okay, lucky day, lucky day, lucky day. This will work just fine. Gotta get out of mass lock. Obscured, I thought it might be.
Frameshift drive charging.
You have left
Not
the
a
fire
problem.
flight control.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Not obscured anymore.
Drive charging.
I actually do love this, as frustrated as I actually feel. I do love the fact that, kind of like D&D, how the dice rolls could sometimes really reflect what's really happening. Being able to get these guys above 75% is taking a tremendous amount of real effort and real frustration. And I love that this game, procedurally generated, can do that. All right.
We have arrived at our target destination.
We're looking for an outpost.
There are 2 bodies in this system which have biological signals whose type has not been confirmed.
Which will be a
Commander.
point of interest. It'll be down here on blue. Maybe not. Maybe it's a different kind of outpost. It started with an S, and it's like Seagraves or something like that. Okay. Ah, Sakura Station. That's the one. Sakurai Station. Okay. Heading to Sakurai Station. Let's go.
Fuel scooping.
We'll do a little bit of overdrive. Why not?
Fuel disengaged.
That's why not. You know, fun fact, I set up a new mount for the chase camera. And the cats, for the first time ever, decided that they wanted to hang out on top of the car. And the camera sits just above the car. And they bumped it and it fell off and it bent it. And I didn't realize that till this morning. So I've had to digitally rotate the image of the Simstarr so that it sits up straight. And I actually think it's actually straighter than it's ever been, so I will probably just leave it bent. Oh, you know, I mentioned we were talking about computer upgrades and about how I'm hoping to get one. And we talked about servers. I'm thinking that I will set up a server rack and I will take the computer finally off of the Simstarr and I will run the cables directly in. That will become a problem when I can rotate in 360. But I can do that hardware-wise, but not software-wise. So it might be time to finally embrace that I can't do that and keep that computer equipment off the Simstarr. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to do that or not, though.
Initiating orbital entry procedures for body AB2. It is a high metal content body with gravity of 0.27 g and a surface temperature of 46 degrees Fahrenheit.
I pulled it up from red, so it should work. There we go. And we're going to glide right in. This is actually a pretty good approach. Sakurai Station. There we go. Pad 3, but I don't see pad 3. Ah, there it is. Got it. This game can look better than it does. I'm looking at the shadows and how they're pretty mid. And that's because I had to turn some settings down to make everything run properly. That's why I'm like, man, maybe I can get a sponsorship for a better machine. But, you know, I'm already looking for chairs and equipment and stuff. It might not happen, but it also might. So I'm looking forward to it. Deploying landing gear. Oh, I thought I had. I feel silly now. He told me twice.
Landing gear deployed.
This is our first visit to this station, Commander.
Done. Down. Local services. Perhaps you guys have a Fey influence. You might. It'll be funny if they do. Nope, nothing. Okay, so we want to buy CMM composites. We do that in the commodities markets. Luckily, they only want 8 of them. Yeah, Simstarr Mark III. The Simstarr Mark III will happen when I get when I'm able to be downstairs. Cobalts. Composites. Oh, it's probably right there, and I just didn't see it. Hold on. Wasn't paying attention. Let's go back up. Okay, water. CMM composite. Why doesn't it have a thing on it? Did I not do this right?
Cargo hold at maximum
Hold on.
capacity.
Let's just double check. Transactions. 8 units of CMM composite right there. Okay. And that is going back. Project Simstarr. One of you guys who's a channel member, you can be a channel member at any level, should activate snack time. Because I'm not allowed to have my snack until you guys do it.
Commander, Remember, if we load up with 8 tons of silver, we can sell for an estimated profit of 53,360 credits in Cold 285 Sector PZ-C 337-6 at Season Beach.
Well, I mentioned that I often use my editing computer in the Taxi Star on this system. One time I picked up 6 items, and it turned out I needed 8. I had to turn around and go back. I did, instead of doing 7 jumps, I did like 30. Okay. Activates. Activates.
Flight control, signing off.
Bye.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh. And activate.
Frameshift drive charging.
Go. Oh, I did finally switch. I'd fallen off the wagon over the last month, gained all the weight back that I lost by going to the gym. I did finally switch to diet. I don't have a lot of time, but hopefully I can squeeze in some gym time, drop a couple of pounds before the show, because I do want to look decent when I go to the Sim Gaming Expo. Oh, speaking of going to shows, you guys, I am going to be a guest at DragonCon this year. I'm going to be a media guest, officially has Project Simstarr, and I'm going to be talking about the simulator in several different ways. On Friday, it's going to start with the space track, where I'm going to team up with somebody else, and we're going to talk about the history of simulators and how NASA uses simulation to make real life happen. I'm very keen on talking about the lines that blur between what's real and what's imaginary as far as the input. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're gonna be talking about simulators in general, what it takes to trip the senses. Nibbler, are they actually getting my goat?
The crew remains loyal, as do I.
They remain loyal, huh? See, Nibbler's got your back and you're trying to get him anyway. Oh, yeah. Eat some more kale. I know, Kai. I know. All right. So, yeah, at the space track, I'm interested in talking about the lines that are blurred between simulation, and I have a real scientist that works on these simulators that's going to talk with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Later that day, we're going to the Robotics and Maker the Robotics and Maker track, where I'm going to be talking about how I built the Simstarr the way I did. It's called Do It Anyway. If I won the lottery, there would be signs. Well, I didn't win the lottery, and I did it anyway. And I'm going to talk about how I did that in a way that's useful, not just for simulators. It's just sharing my philosophies on how you can make old things new things. And finally, at the Trek track, which is a favorite, I'm a longtime member of the Trek track, we're going to be talking about the holodeck and how to fix it with modern technology. I actually promise you, I can make the holodeck better using 2026 equipment than they are doing in far future. So I'm looking forward to all 3 of those. Are all happening on Friday, 2 of them back to back, but I do hope to see you there. If you're going to DragonCon, make sure to say hello. I would love to meet you. There we go. Got it done. Yeah, you're right. I need to control my calories, which I have. Since I decided to crash it, I have. Oh, we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that. One sec. Gotta go around the rings, not through them. We got a rotisserie, and we're doing real good with the rotisserie. We're not. We're keeping our calories low, and the main thing that's gonna help is stop drinking soda. So this being diet helps. That's probably why I felt so crappy, the caffeine crash, but luckily there's caffeine in diet Sam's choice. You will give Gabby your recipe for sweet potato salmon soup. Gabby would like that. I wouldn't. I don't like sweet potatoes, salmon, or salmon. You got me with the soup. You lost me with what's in the soup. Yeah. We'll talk about it later. And by later, I mean not at all, because you won't join my Discord. All right, so we're headed back to Project Simstarr with the CMM composites. We're going to turn those in. That's going to turn that from red to orange, and then we can finally move on. But when we land, I'm going to jump off real quick, cool down, take a quick break, and we'll come back. One of you guys needs to activate snack time, because I can't eat the banana on the back, which is superfood and good for me, unless one of you guys activates it. So somebody needs to do exclamation point snack.
Core dynamics Sierra India Mike.
There we go.
Landing pad for arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station. Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2, neither.
Docking Bay 2 Niners, Sarah
Set
and your
her
mic.
down on landing
We will have
pad
snack time
29.
when I return. It'll be just about time for the officer shoutouts as well.
Landing gear deployed.
Go. Refueled, docked.
Landing complete. Commence system shutdown.
I'm gonna hit the celebrate button, guys. I feel like celebrating when this is done. Oh my god. Complete mission. Donate.
Incoming message.
Done. I did it finally. Look, we're just unfriendly. Influence still 1%. It'll probably go up now, but that's fine. We'll just crash it because they're going to give me a lot of options. I don't know what we'll do next, but we are trying to get the political situation under control. Oh boy, I got to practice my songs. Your order is your command? Oh, okay. That's how this works. That's what's going on. Guys, I'm talking about a show that's happening in less than a month. You guys are giving me a good life advice, but that's not what we need right now. All right. So we have gotten the FEI back up to not hostile, which means they will not kill me on site. We have 2 missions to complete. They're just couriers. They're right here in Project Simstarr. I'm just going to step away for 2 minutes and 2 seconds, and I will be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. And I am back. Tape's coming off. Let me fix that real quick. Ugh. Yeah, be my personal trainer. Somebody, be my accountability buddy at the very least. All right, guys. So, when we last left our heroes, they had finally gotten the guys that are 1%. They have finally forgiven me because I gave them some money. And now we can finish the missions we started. Oh my goodness. I really did not expect it to be this freaking long. We are looking at expansive data currying. Ames Depot. Okay, so. Okay. No, it's good. It's good. It's great. I set that up. I wanted this to happen. Obviously, I wanted this to happen. Right? Why would I not want this to happen? This is great. I love this. Okay, so I got to go touch grass. Hold on a second. I still don't have a system set up so I can take my phone with me, but I got to step just outside into that squall, that heat, and grab you some grass to show that I am capable of touching grass. Hold on one second. Not that he's working for the enemy or anything. Not Gentle Berserker. No, sir. So I like to keep a wild garden outside. I'm not just lazy. I actually enjoy that nature does what it does outside because I don't really care about going outside that much. And we have all kinds of different kinds of clover. I thought this one was mint, but you can always smell the mint when that's the case. So that's not what this is. I'm not sure what kind of clover this is. Let me hold on. What is ops? There you go. I'm not sure what kind of clover this is, but it is a new one I haven't shown you guys before. And as you can see, it's very green. Look, I'm touching grass, I promise. Can't you see it? I promise I'm touching grass. It's not holographic. It's real. It's real. Your goal is to get me as shredded as the Nibbler thirst flag trap. I've already done that, dude. I've actually been a 300 Spartan. I wore the leather underpants and had the abs and everything. So she actually likes me better now than then. She didn't much care for the amount of effort that took, to be honest with you. She also made fresh brownies, so you're up against tidal forces. You hope it's not poison ivy? Yeah, me too. There is poison ivy, but I do tend to avoid it. But not always. Sometimes it gets me. All right, so we are simply just going to Ames Station. That's it. Ames Station was our home away from home for a while, if you recall, while we were living in exile. I chose the wrong. There we go. That is right here. They conveniently have. All right, launch. Grass touched. Oh, snack has not yet been eaten. Hold on. Let's hit this button and then hit this button. And we will launch through space while we eat this banana. Oh boy. This batch of bananas is very ripe. They were a little bit bruised, and that has made them age prematurely. Tastes almost alcoholic. Well, that's all right. A snack is a snack. Gabby is not trying to fatten me up. Gabby has fattened me up. There's a difference. And she does have her way with me. Whenever Gabby wants, Gabby gets. Just like whenever you want snack time, you get it if you become one of our channel members. Yeah, good timing, Nibbler. It is time to recognize the officers. You know what? Let's just do that back to back as well. Why not? Thank you, John Belove. Thank you, Gentle Berserker. Thank you, Wernick. Thank you, Frizello. Thank you, Dylan McMahon. Thank you, Chazza101. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Empress Mole. And thank you, Dr. Evil. These are our officer level crew members on both Twitch and YouTube. Thank you guys so much for contributing as much as you have. It is something that helps me get through the month for real, and I really, really appreciate it, and hope I can find an even better way to show you my appreciation. GB. He's like, well, not at any time, only when it's funny. Because I put a cooldown on the snack time. He's like, well, not at any time. That's not how sales work, man. When I say $5 footlong, it doesn't actually have to be a foot long. Come on. You're killing me, man. You know I'm not a good business guy.
Commander, you will find landing pad 21 at 11 o'clock at the front.
Right.
Keeping green lights to
Yeah, we're bouncing right over. So landing pad 21. I want space to be this easy, man. I want to leave a planet, head to another solar system, dock at 2 space stations all in a 20-minute time period. Space needs to be smaller. It needs to be less expansive. Reality itself is too darn big. And time bonus failed. That's fine. That we're doing it at all is something you should be grateful for, lady. Yeah, not quite whenever. You guys are really going to be salty about this snack time thing? Really? Really? All the go-getting you guys do, and you're like, no, we want to mess with you more. It's just not happening enough. Oh, I chose infiltration. I definitely need to do that. All right, we need to go to missions. Expansion data, and we want to pick influence. Oh, guys, we finally did it. I'm not going to hit the celebrate button now because we have 2 of them. Okay.
Is this really necessary?
If you choose stack time, GB's saying, well, stack time won't work even when it's me since I have mod powers. I don't know. I don't know if mod power skips it or not, but I can tell you that if you choose snack time and it lets you, then I have to eat a fresh made baked brownie from Gabby. You guys get to choose if you want to see me eat better food. You gotta tell me. Oh, did you try and it didn't work? I might have put a per user cooldown on it, so somebody else might have to do it now. I'm not sure. Yeah, oh no, fresh brownies. At the Amazon liquidation store of all places, Gabby bought 5 pounds of cocoa, which we've sealed up in individual containers. So now we can make brownies pretty much whenever we want. And we want quite often. 779 light seconds. I know we all know this already, but at 779 light seconds, that means I can actually pull out a telescope. I haven't done a loop of shame. I haven't done it. Guardian Brandon redeemed loop of shame, but that's to make fun of me when I do one. But I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and I'll do one for you. I'll do a loop for you. That's probably what you expected it to do. Go. And there we go. Go to flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That actually worked out great. because we were much farther away than I thought we were. I thought we were going to that ring, so that ended up speeding things up significantly. Thank you. What I probably did, GB, is I probably added a cooldown per user on it. If you add it to the after action report, I'll remove it if that's what you guys want. We were talking the other day about how I don't have cooldowns because I'm currently not, I'm not inundated with requests. So we're basically replicating what it's going to look like when we're busy. If we get so many people doing so many requests, I'll start adding cooldowns. But until then, go nuts. Thank you for the follow, Revenge Kun. Revenger Kun. Revenger Kun noticed me. Ooh, you. Man, I am pleasantly surprised that I'm not seeing any trouble doing the new dual stream. This is great. Oh, I wonder if there's a special chat for that. No, wouldn't be. Wouldn't be. I was about to say, I wonder if there's a different chat for that occasion, but I don't think so. If there is, and you've been saying things on that channel, I'll apologize about that. Hold on, how does that work? Can I do this? Can I do this? Will it switch? Okay, and then when I do this, screen, no. Oh, hold on. Guys, evidently I've been watching the wrong stream this whole time. I know I missed my. There's your loop of shame for you. There we go. Go. I'm trying to get it to show me the vertical stream side, but I do not know how. Oh well, I'll look into it later. But since this is going well, I'll add Twitch to it in the same method, and if that goes well, I'll add TikTok to it as well. Weber Hub, we have a curated message for you. Thank you for not shooting us out of the sky.
Docking request granted.
You're headed to landing pad number 2, which should be this one right here.
Set again on landing pad 2,
Landing gear
non-capital.
deployed.
Go.
Docking
And
This is
now.
our first visit to this station.
Cool. And there we go. Welcome, Venom Reaper. You say that shit's crazy. I'm guessing you're seeing the Simstarr for the first time. Well, thank you for thinking so. We're playing Elite Dangerous right now. I've been doing some data currying. Oh, this is a Flota Esper one. This is... Hold on, I'm thinking. We'll go ahead and we'll turn it in. I can always ruin their reputation later. And that gets us... yeah, that increases our reputation with them, which is good. Okay. So now that that's done, we need to go back to what we were doing. I thought we were finishing a mission for the other guys, but I guess not. Expansion data. Alliance rapid reaction course. Okay, C14-10. And see if we can
Setting
pre-program
course
the
for
station.
285 sector IS-A C14-10.
Oh, yeah,
System
totally,
is just
yeah.
one jump away. Commander, if you reopen the commodities list at our current station, I will access its commodity
No, that's
prices
okay,
and
Edie. We
check
don't
for the
need
best
anything, but we
available
should check our
commodities.
inventory, see if we've got anything in it. No, we don't. Okay. Time for Kai to go. Well, go and enjoy your surf, sir. I will see you on Wednesday.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
We're about halfway through our broadcast day. And we are finally 2 hours in making progress. We have done one of the 2 missions we got from our bosses, and that has increased their influence, which is what we want to see. Rubber Hub, we're still in Project Simstarr. Yeah, we had to do it. Okay. So you guys, I was driving around doing some deliveries the other day, and I saw something neat, and I just want to share it with you because I haven't seen it before. There was a rolling traffic stop. You know how sometimes you stop and there's a dude with a stop sign? They bring it down to 1 lane, and then he signals you through every couple of minutes. They've managed to automate that. There was absolutely nobody there because it was a holiday weekend. They had managed to shut it down to 1 lane and have traffic lights that they set up on both sides, and along with sensors to know when somebody was there. And it would just turn red, it would wait till everybody went through, and then turn green and let you drive through it. This is a cool automation. I've never seen that before, and I'm surprised that there was regulations to let them do it. But it was certainly more efficient than having 2 dudes out there 24 hours a day, or forcing them to open both lanes when they weren't ready to do so. So it should lead to better road work. Again, this was just a random street. I've only seen it the 1 time, but hopefully it'll catch on, because I love automation stuff like that. Is there any chance I'll stream on TikTok? Valhunter asked. Somebody asked me that on TikTok, and I decided it was time to give it a try again. You've asked on a good day. Last year, I was having trouble with my OBS. The system was crashing. It was doing so because of the dual stream I was doing to Twitch and YouTube. And I decided that since Twitch wasn't giving me a lot of views, that I would just go ahead and stop. So for 8 months, I did it on YouTube only. Now, I tell you this because I finally brought Twitch back a couple of months ago, and that's been running great. Everything's been stable. I switched which plugin was doing it. And now, for the first time since I started, I'm now triple streaming. I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch and YouTube vertical. I'm sending out 3 signals. And so far, things have been nice and smooth. It's been running great. If that continues to run great, I'll do the same thing for Twitch, and I'll have Twitch vertical as well. And if that runs well, I'll add TikTok to it too. That is the plan. TikTok has not been kind to me. My views have always been low there. Unless I'm talking about a celebrity, TikTok doesn't care. So I'm not that incentivized to use them. But who knows? Maybe the live stream part will do great.
Now hear this.
Go to plaid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. GB's trying to stop me from completing my missions. He doesn't want me to get the influence from the other guys, mainly because he thinks it's fun. And mainly he's right. He used the redeem that made me do 10 seconds of Super Cruise Overdrive. If you do stream to TikTok, they push your videos to your audience aggressively, so it increases your views. You don't even get viewers, so it's pretty worth it. Yeah, you know, I'm with you, and I find that YouTube does that as well. But I have found that TikTok has been so anti-creator that I'm not seeing any reason to work with them. They haven't offered me any payment. They're not sharing my stuff. They won't let me share links. At some point, you have to go, TikTok, what's in it for me, buddy? What's in it for me? So that's why I'm not in a big hurry to work with them, because they haven't really done anything for me. That's a pretty fast count. Well, too bad. Yeah, another storm would be bad. We've actually been pretty lucky with storms here, which is good because my mother-in-law still has a hole in her roof. Anybody know how to patch a hole in a roof? Because I don't. And it's up to me to find a solution. That's one of the stresses I've been having recently. One day at a time, though, guys. One day at a time. Oh, you know what? We should look to see if there's... Nah, we'll just land somewhere randomly on this one. We haven't done that. I haven't properly used grounded all day, where I actually land, so we're going to do that. I'll launch the Nomad to make it at least a little bit easy on me. What type of roof? Standard American house. It's at the corner of things is a problem. You said they haven't had any news on that new Rhino? Yeah. Well, I'm kind of glad they haven't, actually, because every time they upgrade, I lose telemetry, and I am so overworked right now that I'm not in the mood. Just glue some wax paper over the hole.
Approaching body A4.
I don't know how to
Climate is
do
of
that.
type IC body. Surface temperature
It is
minus
tile. No, it's
274 degrees
asphalt.
Fahrenheit. Gravity at the surface is 0.21 G.
What glue would I use? What wax paper? How long would it last? It's a very pretty planet. Oh yeah, sorry GB. It's just such a serious. He says he's just joking, but I'm like, I'm tempted to do something like that. What if I did stick wax in the hole? That probably patch it temporarily without causing any damage, right? I don't know how to do any of that, man. I'm not a roof guy. Oh, right. I am in the Caspian. I'm sorry, I'm in the Kestrel, not the Caspian. So I am not able to launch the Nomad. Right. So we will come and we will land.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, so what will probably happen, guys, is that as much as I would hate to do it, that house has got a damage I can't repair. So we will probably have her move in with us, and we will take care of my mother-in-law here.
We have touched down, Commander. Our first landing.
All right,
is spotted.
deploy the SRP. You know what? A donut does sound pretty nice right now. Let's do a donut.
Low gravity warning.
Do some asphalt roof glue. See, that's I have a history. My dad did a lot of home roof repair, and it didn't work. I don't want to make. I don't know. It's probably a mental block, but I don't know how to fix something like that. No, there's a hole. There's a physical hole about an inch long, and it. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying that there's changes in my horizon. That's all. Probably good changes too. Yeah, let's disembark. Actually, let's get out and back in. So at least we get football. It won't be first football, but at least we'll have it. It's a piece. If the piece itself is damaged and you're dealing with a leaky joint piece, you can just caulk it with asphalt. Yeah, maybe I should run the caulk on it. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore, guys. I brought it up, but I don't want to talk about it. It's too stressful. It's definitely raising my blood pressure. Okay. Lord. Be fun to go on a quest to get rid of the FEI and like every part of this sector space. You know, we've done a good job about not talking about the battles that we had, but I am kind of proud about how we managed to do this, and I hope I could talk to you guys about it without people coming in just to troll us. I'm gonna give it a chance. What we managed to do is we created a crew-only chat. We already had one, but we started actually using it to talk about what to do with this war, since other people were coming in and they were messing with us. And what we decided to do was just keep undermining them. They did drop down to where there needed to be a war, and then they dropped down again, and nobody interfered with that war. So we were able to go in and snipe that one. But now that that war is over, and FEI's at the very bottom of the list, the only way that they can survive now is if you do successful missions for them. So if those guys that love PvP ain't gonna do it. You're gonna have to do missions that are NPC missions now, which I'm mentioning now because it makes me happy that we are at a place at this point. Oh, am I not at 75? All right, now this is where you guys would do the show. We're at a point now where only playing it the way we want to play it is the only way to win. Mr. Demos says, you seen the new Galnet? No. I haven't seen anything from Galnet recently. You just look for the Twitch link and it isn't in the bio? Oh, I got you covered, man. I got you covered. Hold on. I'll let you do this button. And there you go. If you're on YouTube, I just gave you the Twitch link. If you're on Twitch, I just gave you the YouTube link. We'll dock at the station, and then I'll check Galnet, see what's up. Time bonus. We're ignoring all the time bonuses today. As I said, even though I'm the one who brought it up, it's making me a little bit stressed. And we're now in survival mode. I'm just trying to get through the day. So we're not going to add on any extra time bonuses or anything like that. We're just going to complete missions. Hopefully I can do 2 more. We will complete missions for the Alliance and fail missions for the other guys. Thank you, Lord Proper.
Joined the crew.
You get yourself a rope pad for that. This is when you get to the stream. Oh yeah, man, you're the whole hog. Oh, you know, speaking of, I was doing alcohol deliveries. I was at one of the local package stores that I like quite a bit because we're on the same page. Me and them are very efficient. When there's a problem, neither one of us gets a bugaboo that's solved it. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8, 9, 10. Anyway, while I was there, I was picking up some alcohol, and I look over the counter, I saw something I'd never seen before. They had a big bottle of something called Boss Hog, and the Boss Hog had a label on it that the lights were putting some glare on. I couldn't quite see it. I was like, do I see that right? Does that say $530? And he's like, nah, man. It says $790. Ooh, what? I was like, what is that? And he says, it's pretty damn good, too. I don't even know what that means. Gabby said I should have asked what flavor, what it tastes like. It just didn't occur to me to do that. Holy crap. They're selling a $700 bottle of alcohol at that store. Man, I can't imagine that tastes better than anything else in that store, really. It does help, by the way, Lord Poplar. Yes, thank you. You're dreaming of making a Simstarr at some point? Well, let me give you this link as well. This is the one to the Discord. We have a channel just called Motion Talk where everybody talks about what they're doing. It doesn't get very technical. We're just kind of sharing like vibes. I also have something called Deals and Savings. And it is not there as a guide. It's not there for something you should literally buy. It is a guide to how to find stuff, to build stuff on. Yeah, you know, use Discord. That's understandable. I actually like Discord over all the socials. That's why I'm there. I like Discord because it's asynchronous. You can have a long conversation, and it's a little bit walled garden, so people don't just come in and start going, well, actually, it's actually just people that are having a conversation. But I also understand not wanting another one. I get it. It was called Boss Hog. Should we look it up? Hold on. Boss Hog alcohol. Oh, not Boss Gog. Boss Gog is a totally different thing. Boss Hog. I'll take a look at what that is in just a second.
Status report for you, Commander.
Oh,
God
that's what it
remains
is.
on board.
Boss Hog Archive. It's a whiskey. There we go. So this is Boss Hog, and I'm missing my my turn here. Go. This is the Boss Hog website, although I can't seem to scroll on it. All right, let's go back and find something else. There we go. It looked something like this. It was still in its box, so I thought it was blue, but maybe I was passing through the blue velvet that was on the other side. Single barrel or world's finest, so you buy a whole cask of this. Doesn't whiskey always inherently taste bad? Maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know if you're an alcohol drinker. Does whiskey literally taste better than, say, beer and wine? You mean to say what is insane and tacky? Boss Hog or Discord? I don't think Discord's tacky. I like it quite a bit. I have one for you guys, and I have one for my closest friends, and it has been the major communication platform. Way better than Facebook, way better than Twitter, back when Twitter was usable. It has been the best communication platform to have a long-term conversation. I do wish it was open source. I do wish it was Fediversed, but you know, you can't always get what you want.
Warning. Landing gear not deployed.
My go-to is High West. It's mid-priced. Well, has anybody ever had Boss Hog? Oh, right, I did ask you what your drink was.
Landing gear deployed.
I wanted to know if whiskey tastes better than beer. Boss Hog is insane with that. Okay. Did I get it right? Was it Boss Hog? Yeah, the Boss Hog. Blah blah blah. Let's click buy now and see if they're charging too much. $5.99. So no, not really. Not to buy it like right there. They have to get their money off of it too. So wow, that's buck wild, man. All right. When I do deliveries, it is actually illegal to buy cigarettes, so I don't. But sometimes people do ask me, and I was curious, and I asked, cigarettes are expensive. They wanted like $13 for a single pack. Man, I'm glad I don't smoke. That seems like a luxury I could not afford. Beer makes you feel bloated, so you think whiskey tastes better? Well, it's not carbonated, that's for sure. Discord you don't like because I believe it's bad for people to have 24 access to each other. I think it devalues relationships. Yeah, I feel you, even though I'm saying the opposite, I feel you. What I like about Discord is that you do have 24-hour access, because I have a strict rule about this. If I ask you a question in any of the messages, I do not expect a response anytime soon. So I will say something in my Discord and not expect anyone to answer for 24 hours. But I can get it out whenever I'm in the mood. So it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, hey, has anybody seen this? And then they answer when they're comfortable. That's what I like about Discord. But you probably went to Discords that oh, excuse me. You probably went to Discords that expect a higher turnaround than I do. In New York, they can be up to $20 a pack. A pack? $20 a pack, and there's 20 cigarettes in it, right? It's like 2 rows of 10. So we're talking about either $1 or $2 a cigarette. That's too expensive, man. That's too expensive. I make a $2 thing of soda last a week. That's freaking crazy. All right, guys. Let me change the subject dramatically. Hold on. There we go. We did it. We got the 2 missions we took at 11 a.m. done. It took a lot of maneuvering, but we did it. We actually successfully did what we promised we were going to do in the thumbnail. So let me double check that my thumbnail is actually working. I'll show it to you. Go. So yeah, this is today's. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. This is today's thumbnail, and it is disobeying orders for one group and obeying orders for the other group. The disobeying is easy. All we have to do is take the mission and then not do it. We actually have failed to do that in a couple of places. We completed missions we said we weren't going to, but that was in order to do the missions we said we were going to. So the obeying order part is working. The disobeying order is going okay, but we have successfully done what I said we were going to do in this thumbnail. That's why I'm doing a song. You have the game downloaded. You're waiting for the Steam frame to launch. So I have no clue what's going on. The Steam frame's an excellent way to play this game. I highly recommend that you go through the tutorial. I'm talking about the flight tutorial several times. You want to go to it. Hold on. How to do what I need to do. You want to go through it so that you program your buttons, and then so you use your buttons, and then so you tweak your buttons. It's totally a thing. In fact, I went through that tutorial on the last stream.
285 sector PZ-C B27-6. System is just
Here.
one jump away.
We're one jump away. Now we are headed back to that dinky little
Setting
station
course for call
so that we can get
PZ-C
more missions for the Alliance.
System is just
I
one
forget
jump
what
away.
their system is called. It's like the Alliance of
Before we open the commodities
yada
list
yada.
at our
It's
current
something.
station,
I
will
can't quite
access its
remember.
commodity
That's why I keep
prices
calling
and
it the
check for the
Alliance.
best available commodities.
Do I have a? Oh, I'm sorry. You said Steam frame, and I heard Steam Deck. I heard Steam Deck when you said Steam frame. My bad. No, I do not have one yet. I have a Valve Index, which I hardly ever use anymore because the simulator is where I spend my immersion time. I have a Quest 2 that I use for something. I use it for something, but I am excited about the Steam frame. Now that I read your sentence again, knowing with the right context, because I'm dumb, you have the game downloaded, you're waiting for the Steam frame to launch. I believe this game will work on the Steam frame natively. You won't need anything else, but we'll have to wait for it to come out to know for sure.
This star we are heading to is scoopable.
You went and you parked at the Simstarr station 2 days ago. Can you see visit? Yeah, sure. I can't do it right now because I'm not in that system. But yeah, we'll take a look and see if you're listed. That'd be cool. Whitworth City. We started the game after a console split. The Lynx is starting with a silver split. Yeah, the Lynx is cool. I like it. I do recommend coming to PC from console. It's a good game, right? And it's worth following through to the next piece of hardware. Yeah, the meta headsets work with Steam Link and therefore Steam VR. That's true. So you could run it on a computer and wirelessly transmit it. I just think it's going to work natively. I really do. I could be wrong about that. It could be just a little outside of what's possible. But it runs on the Steam Deck just fine. I've seen people do it. I don't have one. Let's kick up the speed a notch. The temperature out here isn't bad today. It says it's 90, but in my little pocket of cool, it's probably something more like 82, which is reasonable. 82 freedom units, that is. You were out hunting for Rexla at the Heart Nebula. Yeah, I see exactly why you wanted to do that. You panicked when you saw a signal marked the Children of Raxla. No, I have not. What is the Children of Raxla? Yeah, the Steam frame and the Stream Deck should be compatible, but don't forget that with VR, you have to run it twice at 90 frames a second. So the Stream Deck might just be doing 720 at 30, and you've got to do at least 1920 by 90. So that could be a 4 times increase. So it might not be able to handle it. Use your Quest 3 with your desktop more than a standalone. Yeah, I need to get back into using VR again, guys. I've been with Project Simstarr the last 2 years. Other than that thing I used the Quest 2 for, I haven't really used VR this year. But you know what? I got that invite from the Primax guys at Sim Gaming Expo, so I'll go check out and see what the newest systems are like. It's a whole in-game storyline made by the devs to celebrate an early player group focused on finding Raxel. No, I did not know that. I'll have to check that out. I still think our Raxel ley line is going to be the answer. We'll get back to another Raxel search soon. I like my Raxel scanner. I like where we're going with it. I think it's just a matter of time of finding it, getting lucky. But we're narrowing it down from 1 in 400 billion to 1 in like 400 million, which, you know, we're getting above lottery chances at this point. So.
Set her down on landing pad 4, Commander.
I thought about joining the initiative to finish fleshing out that one system where the box with the signals coming from. There's only like 20,000, 15,000 stars there. That's doable even by one person. So I thought we might take a couple of streams, grab 10 of them at a time and go sort them out. I don't think it's there, but I would like to do my part to make sure it's not there. So we might do that soon. Oh yeah. Oh, we just missed Kai. It is time to do the pirate stuff. We're going to go pirating. We're going to be the pirates in the upcoming stream. I don't know if I'll do it Wednesday or Monday, but we do have to get that done because I want to have a short ready for Talk Like a Pirate Day, which is September 19th, and I'll be at the Sim Gaming Expo that day. So I have to record it early. So I'm going to do it in August. Okay. No support. Oh, when did this happen? Alliance Rapid Reaction Port. I thought I took care of these already. Section report. Oh my God, guys. When did this happen? Oh wow, guys, we did it. We did it. Look, the guys that I've been giving such a hard time on are now at 5%. The guys that I did fail a couple missions are at 3%. Operation Ida's at 16, and the Alliance Rapid Reaction Force is at 76. Let's go! What that means is that the next server tick, as early as tonight, as late as Thursday, these guys are going to go into an expansion mode. And when they expand, there's really only one reasonable place for them to go, 1 light year over to Project Simstarr. So unless a bunch of trolls come in and mess with what I'm doing, and that seems very unlikely, because I'm going to keep doing this even off camera, we have actually successfully done what we needed to do. When we dropped off those two, all that effort was noticeably worth it. We did it. We got it over 75%. I don't know what else to say but that. That's rad. So once the Alliance is there, the next step is to boost them up all the way above so that they're the number one system, the number one guys, right? Once they're the number one guys, all we have to do is start bringing in intel to the power play. We start playing the power play, and we start raising Mikado Kane's access until the entire place becomes a Mikado Kane / Alliance place, and then we can make it an interest to a stronghold just by playing the game. Holy crap, this is a year or two ahead of schedule. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Jinx, for making that happen for us. That is great. Awesome. Wait, there are other people in this game, like they can show up where you are? Oh, yes. We are in a private instance, so you have to join our private instance, which anybody can, to join us. But you can also join open, which means that people can attack you if they wanted to, or you can play by yourself. All of them are available. But all 3 modes allow you to do what we're doing today. Run missions that affect the reputation and influence of a faction to get the faction to do things. You can influence them to do things. And we have done it, guys. We have actually successfully done it. Holy crap. All right, let me take a look. This is going to be some a little bit of tedium here. Okay, so the Charu Company, the poor Charu Company, they ain't done nothing. But I took, how many missions do I have right now? 14 missions that I don't plan to finish. Those 14 missions are unfortunately going to beat the crap out of these guys. Hold on, Alliance Rapid. Okay, we have this one. We have the rare artwork salvage. Let's get rolling on that. I'll explain a little bit more. Next job. Do I have everything I need? Let me think this through. Do I have everything I need?
Setting course for Col 285 sector VR-J
No,
A524.
I don't.
System is just one jump away.
Let me check my
Commander,
modules.
if you reopen the commodities list at our current station, I will access its commodity prices and check for the best available
One second,
commodities.
guys. We do have Operation Limpets. Okay, so we can buy some limpets real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's make some basic repairs to everything. Let's go to limpets. Purchase limpets. Hey, perfect timing, you guys. Hey, Curtis, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. I've got a special button, which I'll push after this happens. Hold on. Once that music stops, we'll push this button. Welcome to Project Simstarr. My name is Commander Wacko. All of this is Project Simstarr. This is the machine. This is my Calliope, my technological terror. I refurbished, rebuilt, and custom designed motion simulator that we use to play Elite Dangerous. Since it's Kernish, I'm pretty sure you guys know what Elite Dangerous is. But we're playing it right now. And we just had some really, really good news, actually. We just had some good news. We're trying to mess with the the background simulation, the BGS, and we successfully did so. So we're buying some limpets. Yeah, okay, we got some limpets. We're setting course right now, so you guys are here at a good time. And we are going to pick up some rare artwork. And if there's anybody there to cause us any trouble, we're going to blow them out of the sky. That is our plan right now. Yeah, with the background simulation, with all of the donation I've done, all of the missions I've failed, at this point, the guys that love PvP, and respect to you guys, but they claim that PvP is the only fair way to play. I disagree highly. Sorry, I'm defending this so much I forgot what I was going to challenge them about. Okay, so, yeah, they claim that PvP is really the only way that you should be able to change the background simulation, but they're wrong, because doing missions helps, and you can do missions at any time, right? So that's what we're doing right now. We have just taken money. I've given money to one guys, and I've promised money and not delivered it to another group of guys. And this is effective background simulation enough that we're in expansion mode now. So the only way to stop us now is not with PvP. The only way to stop us now is to go and do the same thing that I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Unidentified signal source. Go. Shipping lane. Okay. Target body. All right, let's go. We don't have to check the nav beacon. They did it for us this time. So if they really want to stop us, they have to go to this tiny little dink station in a smaller ship, a medium to small ship. They have to take missions for the Alliance, and then they have to fail them. It's the only way to stop us now. They can take missions for the other group. If they get the other group up 10%, that would also work. But these are just missions you have to run. Fight the pirates, things like that. It is not PvP that controls that. If we're in open or not. How do you make the Boon state in an architect system? The same way you do it anywhere else. You simply do missions. If you run black market goods, it hurts them. If you run upmarket goods, it helps them. You complete missions that are actually marked with influence increases until their influence gets big enough to be boom. We're going to a special instance that will spawn just for us, and it will have crates and crates of art. There may or may not be people there when we arrive. And we're going to do a loop of shame just to show you guys how that looks. Well, you know, if we did just get raided, and those guys might feel differently about it. You can do it if you want, but I'm going to warn you right now that even if you manage to thwart me, you're on the back foot, because I do this all day, every day. I sign in and I buy my way to influence. So just like with Project Simstarr, where you guys tried to stop us, You would have to continuously do it. It would never be ending because we have a vested interest in our home. Yeah, you can kick out factions by crashing their influence and get new factions at the same time. That's what we have to do. So we're kicking the Fae out. The FEI is bailing. They're gone. Once the server takes over, these guys will jump. The other guys will bail. It'll take about a week. And then it will no longer be an imperial patronage. They'll just be gone. And then we can start working on the next stage of the plan, which is to make that a fully alliance place. And we haven't done that in a while, man. That's a lot of fun. Oops, ran into something. We need those 4 rare artworks. Boy, it has been a minute since I've done this.
Cargo scoop deployed. Programming input drone. Programming input drone.
Okay.
Programming
Vision
input
on.
drone. Collector limit expired. Programming input drone.
I'm in a feisty mood, so if those are fighters nearby to stop us, I might engage with them. We can risk it.
Cargo hold.
And another mission is done and dusted.
Incoming mission critical message.
Okay, we're done. At this point, even if those guys do want a problem with us, it's no longer our issue. We don't care.
Scan detected. Cannot comply.
Cargo scoop. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go.
Retracted. Frameshift drive.
Bye, suckers.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, boost and nerf the system economy. That's what we're doing. I don't want to get into the debate about PvP. I understand where those guys are coming from. What they really want is the ability to shoot me out of the sky and stop me from doing it. But you can't shoot me out of the sky when I'm buying my way and I'm failing missions. I select a mission I want to do, and then I fail it on purpose. No amount of PvP is going to stop me from doing that. I keep forgetting what it is I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Zoom in. Go.
Setting course for Col 285 sector PZ-C
Setting course for
B27-2.
Col 285 with our rare
System is
artwork.
just one jump away.
Perhaps it is my Project Simstarr animated thumbnails that we're delivering. Burn the quartz crystal. Why not?
Frameshift drive charging.
You want to help the faction? Generally, what's your system? Oh, yeah, no. Even if you wanted to harm my faction, I don't mind telling you. Project Simstarr is right there. And if you ever want to know where I am, you can do exclamation location. And it will bring, it'll pop up the location on the screen for you.
PZ-CB27-2. This star we are jumping to is scoopable.
It's always a good time to be a new subscriber. Are you a subscriber?
This is the
Did you-
final stop in our current route.
Bro, I'm sorry. I missed that. I thought you just became a follower. You're a subscriber. You get one of my lame-ass songs. Here we go. Thank you for joining the crew. I mean it. Your support does help a lot. Thank you so much for giving me your bucks. It helps the day go smooth. I could have sworn it had said it was a follower. Yeah, you said I hope that helps. I thought you were being a follower, man. I did not get that. Yeah, we've got Whitworth City under control. So you guys are saying you'll help where you can. We've got Whitworth City under control. Now, where it's going to get interesting is once they begin expansion. It's going to take some time to get that to trigger and activate. Once that happens, politically, I've got the Fae on the ropes. They're gone. The second these guys come in, those guys start bailing. Now we have to do the long climb to get the Alliance to be in charge. We've done that several times, and there has to be a war between each time it happens. So there's going to be a civil war in the system. And I'm tired of working in the War Council behind the scenes. It's time to start working up in front because I can make some bold statements. If those guys come back, if they've decided they need to teach me another lesson, it's time for me to teach a lesson to them. Now, loop of shame is supposed to be when I made a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do a loop because that's what you're expecting, so that's what I'm going to do. That's supposed to be the point and laugh at me once I've done a loop of shame, but I have not. What I'm trying to say is right now, background simulation speaking, we need to let everything settle. It's going to take at least a week to do that. There's just no way around that. We have to let the dust settle. Then you guys, I'm going to start telling you what you need to do, which is to basically run power play stuff for the Alliance and to boost the influence of this Alliance faction. What is it called? I need to learn. We need to give them a name. Whatever their name is, we need to give them a name that's easy to say. We need to boost that faction up. But again, we cannot do that until the server tick happens and all this stuff takes place. We can continue to do missions for these guys to make sure we lock it in. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was being boastful. I was making a challenge, which I'm going to do right freaking now. I'm going to make a challenge to you guys. You frackers that came in here about 3 months ago, and you said, I don't like what you're doing in Project Simstarr, I'm going to stop you. Bring it on, bitch, because I know how to do it now. Basically, I'm never going to have a PvP battle with you. That is not going to happen. But if you come in here and you do a bunch of PvP and you make us lose a war, good, because I will just keep going until I win. I'm going to get this place to be an Akato Kane Alliance place, and there is nothing you can do about it. My name's not nobody. It's Odysseus, King of Ithaca. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
What do you do after you do a post like that? What comes after that? Do I leave? Do I talk? Do you talk? What happens next? You got to go to sleep. Yeah, ciao. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a sub. I really appreciate it. We'll be back on Wednesday at 11 a.m. my time. It is currently 1:40 p.m. my time.
Behave yourself while you are here.
How are you supposed to buy and sell slaves if you keep boosting the Alliance and not the Empire? Exactly. We are fighting a war against slavery. We're fighting a war of freedom of the workforce. We are done with slave wages and slavers. We're done, and I'm calling you guys out.
Set her down.
Then Padawan, check this out. Oh, I had it right. I thought that was the other way. There we go. Down, down, down. Oh wow, I'm botching this. There we go. Back.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I should also mention that if you come over and you mess with my station, you're not messing with anybody else. So that's also another advantage. Because you're never going to get what you want. You're never going to get PvP. You'll just have to spin your wheels. Yeah, don't forget about the merch, you guys. Now, I talk about the merch all the time. I talk about it once a show because I had Nibble to remind me. I talk about my Bestigons kit, which comes with an arm patch, a beret patch, my new business card, which is cool. It's got graphics on both sides. It comes with an Amazon liquidation find, at least one in every package, which I will not tell you what it is. But I realized that I never talk about this other stuff. I'm gonna do that real quick. My channel, you got a deal. This is the one we're gonna focus on today. This is the Project Simstarr crew shirt. I have this shirt myself. It comes in a variety of different colors. And my favorite one is the gray on gray. It's got a patch on each side. It's screen printed, but it's got that, and it's got the chest in the middle. There is another version of this shirt, which is red. This one right here. So the red logo, which then comes in a variety of colors. So I recommend getting one today. If you become a channel member or a subscriber on Twitch, you get a discount for doing it. So you get free shipping on the best accounts too. All right, we are back at Withworth City. It says that there are missions to complete. I'm not actually sure what it's talking about. Oh, right. I forgot. We have to actually turn it in. And we push that button, and that increases their influence. Now, the guys that love PvP, what they're saying is that they should have the ability to shoot me down. They should be able to attempt to stop me. And the reason that I'm being so boastful that that's not a thing is that when we go into the support section, we can just give them money. And failing a mission doesn't require me to leave. So it's a sum total gain. So there's only 100% to go around. These guys are at 75, 16, 5, and 3, right? So all I have to do is take missions from these guys and fail them, and that all of that will go over to this guy. So there's no way that there's no vision of this in which PvP is really a thing here. You can do it; it's part of the gameplay, but it is not a requirement. And that's why I'm confident enough to say I will just keep doing this forever. So bring it on. All right, we are Starport Services. The Alliance Rapid Reaction Corps. The Alliance Corps. Let's call them that. We're going to go into mission board, and we are going to choose a mission from them that has a high influence. Let's see what we can do in this final hour. Expansion data creating. We're going to do that one again. No mining today. Another artwork salvage. I like that one. And there's kill pirates, but I want to name one. Enable encampment. What is this? Disable emplacement at Gibson's Progress. What is this? We're looking for someone who can cut the power to a certain settlement. We will provide more details when you reach the system. That is my system. Collect your reward at Withworth City. I really am puzzling this, you guys. You let me know what you think. There's a good chance that this is a Fey operation, but it could be a Operation Ida operation. But the idea is we go in and we kill the power to the settlement. They won't tell us which settlement it is until we've taken the job. I'm going to chance it. We're going to do it. Okay. Disable the Imperial power grid off Chieftains of Anarchy. Okay. Rare artwork salvage. We'll do the real artwork salvage first. Can you fail it by abandoning the mission? If I abandon the mission, it hurts my reputation. But it does not.
Setting course for coal 285 sector.
If I abandon a mission, it hurts my reputation, but it does not hurt their influence. So if I do find myself uncomfortable, I can bail on it. It will affect their influence, but we're doing other things to increase their influence, so it'll work out.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
One of the things about me that I've realized is it's not that I'm lazy or afraid of a challenge. I don't like to go into battle. I don't like to have fights unless I think I can win those fights. I don't die on hills very often. So that was one of the reasons it made me so sad that those guys came in and started messing with our thing. Until I kept messing with the background simulation, and now I'm confident we can win. So now I'm going to give them what they want because I'm confident I can win it.
Our next star is scoopable.
This is one of the reasons I'm really not a big fan of I'm really not a big fan of boycotting things because it's not a battle I think I could win. Sometimes boycotts work, but oftentimes they don't. All right, let's take a look at these ass missions. Enable canvas, Rare artwork salvage, illegal black box salvage operation. See, these are the two we're going to ignore. This is the one we're going to do. Okay, let's see. Which one is it? Operation Ida. Let me look. I built the station myself. That's why the three of them are so close together. Yeah, we're going to raid Gibson's Progress. We're going to pull the battery on it because we're going to have to hurt Operation Ida as much as I don't want to. We're going to make them the number 2 here eventually anyway, so it's okay. Okay, but we're not going to do that yet. Instead, what we're going to do is go do that salvage. Let's get that salvage out of the way. Maybe I'm wrong about the salvage being in this system. Double check. Transactions. Power grid. Oh, this is the Chieftains of Anarchy anyway. We don't want that one. Where artwork salvage? Where is it? Yeah, that's where we are. Okay. All right, so we have to check the nav beacon this time. It's not going to give it to us for free. Luckily, we're right at the nav beacon, so it works out.
Complete.
Bring it up.
Please feel free to take advantage of
Oh.
our in-flight entertainment.
Oh, right. I like having inbox 0. It's another power fantasy. Gone. Okay. Storm. Do you want some of us to come over and reinforce Simstarr? Not yet, for real. There's nothing to reinforce right now. I will let you know when that time comes, but it's going to be a couple of days before I think you can do anything. But if you guys are itching to do so, yeah, you can come over. Just do submissions for Operation Ida and fail missions for the Bay. Okay, now it's going to tell us where to go.
Drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Sounds good. Updates on the Discord and ready. Yeah, that's the plan. I have been working in the War Council, so if you check the channel that's called Brainstorming, that's where we've secretly been making plans this whole time. That channel will tell you exactly what we're doing, but I will put general information in the colonization channel as well. Created mission threat 0. Salvage. All right, let's read this email. See if we can figure out which one it is. I need to make sure that I don't grab the wrong salvage. I need the artwork one. Didn't expect this one to be so difficult. Find the missing rare artwork. Marketing submission. All right. What we will do is we'll go to each one. There are 2 options total. One of them will be rare artwork and one of them won't. So we'll just go to the nearest one. Wow, it's way out there. Oh, wait. We're not going to the first one. First one's where I think it's at, because it should be threat level 0. There we go. Oh, bring it on. I'm in my quest for 2. I know what to do. Oh, bring it on. We'll do power play. We'll do it right our way. Things are going well on the heads-up display, by the way. I don't think I mentioned this the last time. With that heads-up display, the parts went through customs unusually fast in China, and then they went through customs unusually fast in America. So they are on their way. It is the 24th, so this is the first day the parts might arrive. It'll arrive today, tomorrow, or the next day, and it might even happen on stream. And what I'm talking about is the tiny, tiny, tiny little screen that's 1920 by 1080 that is smaller than my thumbnail, smaller than this nail right here. Once I have that part, assembling it into a heads-up display will be relatively trivial. I can't do it like right on the stream because I got to take apart the old optics, take out the old screen, put in the new screen, do a 3D print. But I should have a working heads-up display like by the next week. Oh, that's fine, because I screwed this up anyway. Lost drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I think there will be new Guardian lore stuff soonish? Yes, but not. They're still going to keep the Guardians aloof. That doesn't count because you made me do it. However, you didn't. I did do a loop of shame a few minutes ago, and you didn't call it, so we'll use it for that. It affects the background simulation differently, though. You might be a little bit behind, Ryan. What I mean to say is I'm not sure what the context of your statement is. You had said yes, and I wasn't sure what you were saying yes to. And then you're saying it affects it differently, and I don't know how. You're gonna. What I mean is you're gonna have to like really explain to remind me what I had said. Yeah, I had accidentally hit the throttle to 100%. It was about to gravity well anyway, so it worked out. If failing the mission affects it differently, it still gives me what I want, which is one group lower and one group higher in expansion mode. Abandoning the mission versus time running out is different. Yes, I know they changed it, and I'm glad they did. Otherwise, I would speed run it. Some of these had 6 days; they were a week long. If I could just drop them immediately, I would have. So I totally understand why they did that. Man, this is taking forever to finish this last part, which is very stressful because you guys might do a loop of shame or something, or a ludicrous speed in the next few seconds. Come on, come on, come on. I want to go faster. I was reminded, by the way, that I need to change this so I can 3D print it and put it up on Thingiverse. I need to make a video about that. That is in the pipeline very soon because I shouldn't be the only one that has this cool thing. I modified it in a way that makes it really cheap. Rare artwork. Okay, we are good. We are opening the cargo bay. We're opening the collectors. We're sending out three collectors will do. And we can ignore the other one. But we can also create new limpets if we need to. Yes, you have to let the timer run out to hurt their influence. So while it's gathering that, let's take a look. So transactions. Mine 77 units of Birchenite, whatever that is. It's still got 6 days, 7 hours, and 32 minutes on it. So does the next one. This one I did days ago. It's got 4 days left on it. 23 hours, 7 hours. This one's actually contract failed because we didn't do it. So we can remove it. There are 14, maybe 12 missions, because I got a couple I actually want to do, on here. And when they fail, every time they fail, they lose a little influence, which is huge, because they only had 11% influence to begin with. I am beating the crap out of them in the retweets now. When the server clears again, it's going to be a bloodbath. I can easily make 98% for the guys that I'm trying to help. Yeah, abandoning has 0 effect on faction influence now. It's been that way for a long time, but it wasn't always that way. And I am for that change because I would 100% abuse that system. I would totally do it. So I'm glad they're stopping me from doing that. Okay, so we've got the 4 rare artworks. Let's go ahead and use this to go to the galaxy map. Let's go drop this off.
Setting course for
And
call
then
285 sector.
go and land and steal that battery.
System is just
And I think once we've stolen batteries we don't need, I think that's where I'm going to call it. I mean, we're not anywhere near that yet. It's probably going to take the whole hour, but if it doesn't, I'll just go ahead and I'll call it a few minutes early. But it making me wait the 6 days for that to take effect proves I'm serious about it. So I think it works out really, really well. And I love the lore-wise.
This
I
star
love
you're
how that
jumping
works
to is
because
suitable.
they're not able to fulfill contracts because I'm failing the contracts, which makes me an enemy to them, and I'm like, good. It's total espionage.
This
I
is
love
the
it.
final stop in our current route.
And to be a stinker on those guys that love PvP, I don't know why they love PvP so much when you could be doing espionage instead. The name's Star, Simstarr. Ba-dow, ba-da-dow. What do you have for me today, man? Shall we discover this artwork, or shall we undermine their redemption? Not everything is about violence. Sometimes it's about subtlety, manipulation of soft power. Why does my engine sound like a Predator growl? Because it is a Mark II engine, is why. Oh, there's a loop machine for you. Oh yeah, I just was not paying attention to that one. The last BSG war you were in was right before the Proteus wave. The last one I was in was about 3 months ago. We were so close to kicking slavery off Project Simstarr, and those guys came in and turned our 4-day war into a 7-day war, and then they did it a second time as well. But by the third time, so 3 months later, they had lost interest and moved on, and we were able to proceed. So, you know, that's... Who would have thought a shock and awe campaign doesn't work as well as entrenched insurgents? Home team advantage, baby. Sometimes it's fun to be Rambo, but not the only way. Now, I have given myself some risk by so aggressively challenging them, because there's a chance, now that I think about it, there's a small window of opportunity where they could boost up the phase so they don't go into evacuation mode. And if they do, it'll be us versus them in the power play to see who ends up running the place. That's definitely a possibility. But again, that's not done through PvP. So they're going to have to run missions that increase power play if they want to do that. And I say bring that on. Because I can continue to do this. Now that I understand the background, I'm finding it enjoyable. So a little bit of challenge wouldn't kill me. Before, I just didn't want slavery on my station. Now, I actually want victory.
Commander.
Boastful victory, if I can get it. Bring it on.
Deployed.
If I had to guess how many hours of Elite Dangerous, I've played less than 1,000 hours in the first 11 years. Because that's on a different account. Let's change the question. How many hours of Elite Dangerous have I played as part of Project Simstarr? Let's make it about that. So if I go to the Codex, and I go to Commander, highest bounty issued. I know it says it like right here. Oh, there's a, instead of session log, I want stats. Where's the hours played? I know it's right in front of me. On credits. Smart coin. Combat crime, smuggling, trading, mining, exploration, passengers, mission encounters, crafting, crew? No, I don't like this crew. Maybe it's on this screen? I know I'm looking right at it. I don't see it. I don't know where it's at. If you guys see it, let me know. The slaves are literally NPCs. They have a purpose and a function when they're slaves. Otherwise, they just eat Doritos and watch YouTube streams and totally be unproductive. You know, that's actually true about real life as well. I had a family member recently have to spend some time in incarceration, and that's what they did. They sat around watching TV all day. My point being that I'm from the South. I'm a Southerner. And the idea of slavery is not some kind of it's not some kind of intellectual idea like it would be in England where this is from. Where I'm from, slavery is still an ongoing problem. It is legal to own slaves if they're incarcerated. And they do exactly what you're saying. When you take the worth of somebody, if they're an NPC or not, that is not okay. That is ethically wrong. So I have the ability in a power fantasy to do something about it. It doesn't have to be weird. This conversation doesn't have to be weird. I'm trying to say that as interesting as the idea of slavery could be in a game like this, it is not an interesting conversation to have to a Southerner. To a Southerner, it's a real thing, and we don't like talking about it. We like doing something about it, but we don't like intellectual what-ifs. That's not the case. Also, when you talk about slavery in this game, they're supposedly treated right, and then the people that are wage workers are not treated as well. We're not doing either one of those, baby. We're part of the Alliance, and the Alliance pays everybody a living wage. Everybody can afford a home in the Alliance. That's what we're fighting for. So if you want to go there, we'll go there, but I'm not really in the mood to do it right now. It's in the middle of the first page, bottom right. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Codec, first page, bottom right. Oh, there it is right there. You're right. Total time, approximate time played, 8 weeks, 3 days, 22 hours, and 40 minutes. That's how much time I've spent on Project Simstarr. Now, some of that is during the run-up. Sometimes I can leave it on for a couple of hours before I actually begin, but that's still in universe. The sim is still booted up when that happens, so we're just going to have to count it. But that is the answer to your question. That's how much time we've spent. Pay your workers, guys. Pay your workers. I'm serious about that. I'm not making a joke. Intellectually talk about slavery, no. Pay your workers a living wage every single time. They're motivated. They yearn for the mines. Nah, man, just pay your wage. Pay your workers. Aren't you a billionaire in this game? Just pay your workers. It's fun. All right. Influence for sure. We want that. Oh, yeah. This actually did tick over from 65 to 75% while we were playing, but it's almost certainly based on the work I did 2 days ago. What ends up happening is because of all the colonization, they've set up a background system that does only updates. It only updates the colonization stuff, and it rolls. So instead of happening every night at midnight everywhere, it does it as soon as it can, which is why it can change mid-game. They haven't given us all the details, but that's why it happens at weird times now. All right, let's see here. Disable power grid. I just need to make sure I don't have... I have one more rapid reaction expansion data currying. Okay, so we're going to do this expansion data currying real quick. This is probably at Simstarr Prime as well. It is not, but it is a place we've been.
Setting course for Coal 285 sector
Okay, it's just a station.
OZ-C-27-4. System is just one jump away. Commander, if you reopen the commodity
And away we go.
station, I will access
You've got 10
commodity
weeks,
prices
6 days on
for
yours.
best available commodities.
But you've been off since launch. Right. You know, I'm playing Elite Dangerous professionally at this point. I do it twice a week for 4 hours at a time. So you can just expect that number to go up for freaking ever, right? I'm going to take another break when I get to the station. Hey, Josh is subscribed with his Prime.
Keep up the awesome work. We love the Sim and BTS stuff.
Well, you know what you also get? You get a song, Josh Britt. Thank you for being cool. Thank you for your Prime sub. I love taking Bezos' money and making it my money. It's freaking great and morally correct to do so. Thank you. Thanks.
Heading to call 285.
Removing the imps from one system does not affect your ability to go to a system that has Imperials and get and maintain your Imperial rep. Exactly. Your reputation and their influence are two separate things. And I have, honestly, gotten pretty good. Gotten pretty good at it. We already know that's going to save us weighted anyway. A time bonus if we can get there in 14 minutes, which we definitely can. Because we have Super Cruise Overdrive now, so... Believe it or not, that was intentional, so no loop of shame required. That was in case there was any pirates as well. In our own system, I was just talking about the rolling update of things in the background. It, for some reason, skipped over finishing our stations. So our stations are still reading as under construction. I need to send them an email and do a trouble ticket so they can fix it because we can't install the final station until they do. I've just been busy. Put that in after action report. I can do it today. It won't take that long to do a trouble ticket. Yeah, I have some Bezos specs. I love Bezos specs. You're trying to grod for a squadron fleet carrier. You've got 11 billion out of the 25 required. Okay. I'm on the record as not being a big fan of fleet carriers, but being a big supporter of you getting one. So that sounds like a pretty cool thing to do. You need to get a PC set up and a better HOTUS. Man, I was flying the Simstarr on a 10-year-old Logitech X52. If that helps you at all. I got an amazing deal on these. They were $50 each.
Mike, permission is required before docking procedures can begin, Commander. Docking request.
But again, I'm hoping that maybe we can get some integrations, I should say. I think I've gotten big enough that my opinion kind of maybe carries some weight. I would love for them to send me the new controllers so I can try them out and swap them out over time. I think that would be cool. So I would love to see myself get a sponsorship for a couple of cockpits and then sponsorships for a couple of controllers. Because I think it would work for everybody if that happens. We'll see how it goes. But if I had to change nothing at all, I could go years this way. I'm really happy with how the system is. Speaking of not liking something, you should all try a banana and mayonnaise sandwich. Why? Does the mayonnaise enhance the banana flavor? Is it good or is it bad? Okay, let's drop this off. It's thinking about it. Well, since it's thinking about it, let me go ahead and take that break I have in mind. I'm going to be right back. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Don't go away. am back. That took me a little longer than I expected for funny reason. I took my jacket off to cool off, and I couldn't find it. I had to go looking for it. I'd set it on a couch, on a chair, and then it would fall over, so I couldn't find it right away. $50 each? How in the world did I do that? Facebook Marketplace. It went on, and I said, hey, I'm on my way. I've got cash in hand. That guy turned out to be really cool, actually. Unfortunately, he was leaving. He was leaving the country because somebody had gotten elected. I won't say who, but somebody got elected that made him feel nervous. So he moved back to Mexico. Anyway, he was moving in a hurry. So not only did he give me these at a decent price, but because he saw that I was a tech head in need, he gave me a whole bunch of other stuff, including the 2080 that I'm using in the systems. He was a Star Citizen player, though. Not everybody's perfect. How did the beacon get compromised? It was probed? I don't know what you guys are talking about right now. All right, but we have turned in the mission. So the next step, we can do that. Right, we can do that from here. We are spending the last of our time together today doing some foot stuff. We are headed
Setting
back.
course for Col 285 sector PZ-C B27-6.
We are headed back
System
to
is just one
Simstarr
jump away.
Prime, and we are going to a colony.
Resuming our route to Col
And the point of
285
this
sector
colony is to shut it down.
B27-6.
Hopefully, we can do
System
this
is
without
just
hurting
one jump
anybody.
away.
But if we've got to hurt people, we're going to do it because as much as I like Ida, Ida's going to have to take a back seat in the near future. So we might as well pull the Band-Aid off of that right now. But we're going to Gibson's Progress, and with any luck at all, we can do this without getting caught. We'll see how it goes. Jenna Berserker wants to
better
go.
than that to get me.
Jenna Berserker or Josh or somebody, go exclamation point hi and get a hello. And if you guys ever use the hello button?
Docking coupler disengaged. Take care when leaving the station.
Taking care when leaving the station. Sorry, in the amount. There you go. You want to spit out your tea with that Star Citizen riff? Well, I hope it was Earl Grey. The correct tea.
Drive charging.
Solid Snake. This is an infiltration mission.
Frameshift drive charging.
The terrorists
Clear
have
of the station limits. Goodbye,
access to
Commander.
nuclear weapons. They demand for $20 billion in cash. Alaska's French archipelago.
Issues to which space? Heading to Col 285 sector PZ-CB 27-6. The star we are approaching is scoopable.
You don't have super tests. That's for me, man. Test ain't gonna work.
Objective detected.
We have reached our target destination.
So I think you found a bug, actually.
Field scoping.
I must have a global cooldown on high and a user cooldown on high. So if you try it while it's in cooldown, it'll never give it to you. That doesn't need to be that way. I can set that up so that there's not a user cooldown. Put that in the after action report if you don't mind. Remove user cooldown for hello.
This is your captain. Due to some unforeseen delays, we will be arriving at our next destination later than scheduled.
I'm pretty sure I do have high set up to be paid members only, guys. Sorry. I see a bunch of you trying it. You got to be a paid member to be able to use it. Got to be a crew member, I should say. That's either on Twitch or YouTube. My point being that General Berserker is always doing get goat. He never does hi. He never says hello. He's always saying, give me that goat. Give me that goat. Give me that rope pet. Never says hello. One thing that you guys can do if you want to be part of it, though, is that you can do exclamation point location or exclamation point jumps. Well, they're listed here, actually. You can do a Raxless scan. You can, some of that is behind the wall. You can ask for the merch. You can ask for info about the Sim Gaming Expo. You can lurk. Yeah, there you go. Josh is lurking. Lurking's got a whole thing. It's got a leaderboard and everything. And that's Twitch only, but it does work. Yeah, Josh is searching for Rex, and maybe you'll find it. If it says weird signal detected, there's a chance.
Today's cruise includes some delightful views. Our flight attendants are on hand with full details.
Nope, no weird signals detected. Search body 15. No Raxla for you today. I have them all set up so they happen one after another, so there's no chance of two of them happening at the same time, which for me is a good enough lockout to not lock up my system, not break anything. I'm fine with that.
We will be cruising in system for a while. Please feel free to take advantage of our in-flight entertainment.
Now, the precedent that I want to start is that if you are not a channel member, but you want something to happen, you can keep bugging the channel members until they do it for you. That is actually the atmosphere that I crave. So if you want something like a rope head, you could just keep going, GB, I want a rope head, GB, I want a rope head, until it gives you one. I know the cooldowns that I have built in would cause problems with that. But get to the point where that's an issue, and I'll fix it.
We're approaching body 1A. Planet is of type icy body. Surface temperature is minus.
I'm close to being able to have just
Fahrenheit.
words.
Gravity
So
of
if
the
you guys all
surface
use the
is
same word, like if you all say
0.112.
Raxla, it'll appear on the screen. That's something I really want, but I haven't really done it yet. We were talking about this being Operation Intrude. It will be nice when I have a solid eye. That's what the heads-up display will be. Oh, look, I'm broken. I'm broken. You can see the twist that I had to put on because the camera feed isn't working. Hold on one second. This hasn't happened in a minute. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. That's the first time that's happened in a couple of weeks. Oh, it doesn't work yet, Josh. You can't do Raxla yet. I'm working on it, though. It's a new plugin that will basically just track both of them and then pop it up on the screen as a meter. So you guys can make it pop if you do it enough. And it's not just Raxla. You can say nibbler, 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 or I don't know. Why do kids like the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? You do that enough times, then it will pop up. I'm way too far away. Yeah. I'm way too far away from Gibbs's progress because I was trying to fix the green screen. I wasn't paying attention. So we have to go up and try again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now the trick to this is to come down slow so you don't accidentally botch the orbital cruise. Oh, just like that. Oh, just like that, I said. I botched it. We're still 84 kilometers away, which is actually close enough to just keep hitting the boost. But we'll wait for the cooldown to happen. Oh, it's already happened.
Frame shift.
We can just go right to it. Awesome. We'll just go up and then back down.
Ready to engage.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for following Draco Blackshock. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dropping from orbital cruise. Now I'm in glide mode, and that will be close enough. You found me on YouTube Shorts? Well, now you're here for live. Welcome, welcome. This is the first day that I'm broadcasting on YouTube Shorts properly. I'm sorry, on YouTube Vertical properly. Which is funny because they're clearly stepping away from Vertical. They're setting it up so that I will no longer get paid for making those shorts come February. But, they finally gave me the keys, so I set it up. And it has run flawlessly. I'm very happy with it. I expected to have some kind of problem. I never did. Okay. No contacts in range. Oh. We were here earlier. I thought this was a settlement. It is not. That's okay. That makes this easier. That makes this whole thing easier. Not a problem. You'll see why in just a moment.
Landing gear deployed.
We have touched down. Commander,
Okay.
our second landing on this body.
Deploy. We got this, fam. Our mission is to destabilize this place. We don't even have to risk hurting anybody. Operation Ida's not going to like it, but they're not really going to hold it against us that much either. Because there's the settlement power grid right there, right? So all we have to do is drive up and hit it. We're good. Mission will be accomplished. Nibbler built into YouTube emojis. Yeah, he is. I have a Nibbler emoji, though, if you want to use it. Oh, 7 Golden Samurai. Oh, 7, welcome, welcome. Which reminds me of that Star Wars scene from Empire. Star Wars, there's another thing that we should own. By now, it's been 40 years, going on 50. We should own Star Wars. We should be able to tell whatever story with Luke Skywalker we want to. But instead, some executives at the Disney Corporation have decided that only they are the arbiter of our culture. They have stolen from us what should be public domain. Because they want more money, the line must go up, and for no other reason. This harms culture. But that's okay, it will not last forever. Because even though it takes 100 years, in the long scheme of things, that's not so bad. And then they'll have to think up new ideas because we'll own everything. They did lose Steamboat Willie. Yes, they did. I own Steamboat Willie now. It's just that we should have owned Mickey Mouse earlier than that. That was the whole point. Disney wanted to keep it out of our hands. But that's theft. Changing the law so that I can't have certain thoughts and can't express myself in a certain way is theft. And I believe that will eventually come to bite them in the ass, but it will be after I am no more.
Bounty incurred 300 credits for trespass at the docking area. Bounty incurred 500 credits for a major trespass.
Oh, they're mad at us. I actually am a little bit surprised that they're mad at us. It's probably because I flew into their airspace with the car. I'm sorry, with the ship, as opposed to just the SRV. But that's okay because we're already locked on, man. We got this. We got this. The whole point of this is that we can handle it. I'll start blowing the drones if I have to, but I don't think I'm going to have to. Because those are anti-aircraft missiles. They don't work so great for one single fighter is not seen as a threat. I'm tempted to move this camera, by the way, because here, let me show you what the jank way to do it. And then boom. Okay, so I turned my green screen off on purpose because isn't it cool to see my background move like that? So I'm thinking of moving this camera over there and then putting up a facade on that wall. Might do that. because I think that would be. Alright, so I'm doing this the hard way because I don't know exactly how to get to this power base, but we'll figure it out soon enough. How do you get up there, guys? Maybe I'm supposed to shoot this from the air, but I doubt it. I feel like this is an SRV mission. Let's see if we can go up the wall. That's a neat trick. I mean, I knew I could get up here, but I don't know if I can get to the next stage. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I can run repairs in real time, so I don't have to worry about my my health unless I drop below, say, like 65%. Then I'll run a repair.
Eliminating threat.
Sector compromised. Destroy. Destroy. Alright. Switch to weapon mode. Settlement power grid. What I do now, I do of my own free will.
Incoming mission critical.
Alright, let's just double check make sure it's successful. Alright guys, we're out of here. That's all we needed to do. We can bail. I do wish killing the power did more for us in this. Like the drone should shut off or something. I don't know. Something should happen.
Intruder identified. Elimination authorized.
Eliminate the intruder. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Under attack.
The problem, though, of course, is having this screen where I'm cut out is advantageous. That's why I'm using the green screen instead of a wall. Destroying stuff with the ship is possible with pods, yeah. Bold decision to wear a red shirt in my space game. Well, this is my battle, man. This is my gun shooting uniform, the black one with the red stripe. Yeah, guys, don't forget to click like, and don't forget to click follow. I really am trying to get those follows up. You guys have been great, because we're over 700 now, which is good. But I do think that my follow numbers are really low. So I've been talking all day about working with the different distributors. And although my other numbers are high, they are going to notice that. I do think that my Twitch numbers being low is going to be a problem for me. So I am hoping you can click follow if you're at all able to do so on the Twitch side. Now, on the YouTube side, I want you to click like, which is effectively the same thing. But what that does is it gets the algorithm to push. My numbers have gotten really low. I've gotten stagnated. At one point, I was doing thousands of views a short, and now I'm just doing 1,000 views a short. So I know I'm not resonating with people anymore. If you click like, it'll help me find new folks. Maybe they'll be. It's okay if you don't, though. I get it. I mean, it's only a free thing you could do right now and get immediate praise from me. But you know, you don't want to do that. All right, I'm going up this canyon wall just because I kind of feel like it. Let me go ahead and recall the ship, see where it lands. sorry, I don't have much more to say. We have successfully completed this mission. We just have to return to the station. And once we're there, I'll be back on Wednesday. And in the in-between time, I will continue to fail missions and add on new missions after that. Because let's see if we can get that above 75%. Let's see if we can get it up to... I don't think it can get any higher than about 97%, but I want to try. That's going to piss off Operation Ida, but, you know, needs must. You do what you have to. There's my ship. I think it gave up. I think it gave up. I think I have to get up to the top of this canyon before I can call the ship back. That looks like it might work. If I can get over to it, yeah. Alright, straight it is then. I'm trying to turn right, it just will not let me. Oh, but it'll let me go left 4 times. There we go. There we go. I'm feeling pretty good about this spot right here. Alright, let's call the ship back again and see if it can't come over here. Thank you for following, Leia Rose. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hot take, if you have crew on your ship, you should be able to call them into illegal locations since you have physical location. Yeah, that makes sense. Sounds like a thing we should be able to do. I don't have crew on my ship. If you saw my stats, I never had any crew. Hydrate, I'm hydrating, Josh. I'm hydrating. I'm drinking my Diet Coke. There she is. There's the Vale. Named after my high school friend, Michelle Vale, who tragically passed away way too young. She's my age. She lost her husband and 2 years later lost herself. That's just a shame. So I've named this system the Vale. Honor of Coke. Not quite. There we go. Now we're good. Forward. Now all we have to do is set a course back to that same station, and that is where we will call it a day, even if it's a few minutes early. You guys have any recommendations on who I should raid? HIP 8. Oh, what did I do the wrong
Setting
one?
course for HIP 84197. System is just 1 jump away.
Gibson's Progress. That's the one. Now
Setting
we're
course
cooking
for
with
Col
gas.
285 sector PZ-7
I got so many
327
missions, it's hard to keep track of which
System
ones
is just 1
I should
jump
keep and
away.
which ones I should fail. Which is why I knew it wasn't the most clickbaity, the most attractive headline. So that's why I said disobeying orders, because we have to take some and disobey others. We're playing double agents today. Thank you for following Mugenja83. You know what, you guys? Here's a ropet for the first person. And I believe I can just do another ropet back to back. Here's a ropet for you, sir. Pretty sure that'll work. It did! Awesome. I love streamer bots. They're great. Oh man, you guys both got some pretty kick-ass aliens. Good for you. You came over from YouTube. I appreciate it. Remember to click like before you left YouTube, right?
This next star is scoopable.
But things being stagnant and my viewership going down is a me problem. It's because I am oversaturated the market. Doing the daily work for a while, but now people think, oh, I've already seen it. I've seen what he has to say. And so I need to mix it up. I need to do it 3 times a week, have better hooks, make better shorts at this point. But I also have a personal challenge of doing it for 365 days. And I don't want to give up. I'm so close. It'll be over at the end of October. So I can just keep going until then. Once I get to the end of October and I start over, I'll take a little bit of time off just to kind of refill my battery. And then we'll start working on long forms mostly. And those long forms, I have a list of things that I plan to do. We're going to be doing them on the stream, and I'll be converting them from the stream to stuff that people will want to watch as a long form. We're talking, 10, 20 minutes videos. The Raxel one was a good test that ended up working out really good. Oh, 7 Golden Samurai. Oh, 7. Welcome, welcome. So it's just survive mode for a while, but sometimes things really pop off, man. That one about burning CDs and running your own server did mid on YouTube, did mid on Facebook, did almost nothing on TikTok, and then got 100,000 views plus over on Instagram. So you never know what's going to catch on. I've done a couple of what I think is pretty informative stuff about Simstarr, and they didn't go anywhere. So I'm just letting you know I have a long-term plan. Stick with me. Stick with me, and my star will rise. To Whitworth City, where we're sitting pretty. Bring it on.
We've plotted a course taking us past some truly spectacular sights. Our crew will be happy to share.
Oh, 7 Pluto Flash. Welcome, welcome.
No fire zone entered.
Docking request granted.
Here we are. Landing pad number 2. Again, I want to thank James Cook for putting in all this effort. This would not be possible at all without you, man, so I really appreciate it. Especially since you've been telling me about this for weeks, and I've been ignoring it. I really wanted to get the FEI all the way down to 1% before I moved on to the next stage. But here we are at the next stage, and it only took 2 days for us to get these guys, because of his work, to get them up to 68%. It basically only took 1 day of subterfuge and 1 day of open play to get them to change their position. So when the server tick comes, they should be in expansion mode, and they should almost certainly expand into the thing. I'm sorry, into Simstarr Prime. If they don't, that's okay. We'll just do it all again. Okay. So that did hurt our position with Operation Ida, but that's about all we're going to be able to do anyway. I am happy with these numbers. These make me happy. Let's go to support. Operation Ida. We do not want to support them, which hurts, because I've been supporting them for so long that it kind of sucks. But, oh, you know what? Let's go into mission board. It's these guys that we want to see if we can't take anything from. We cannot. But they should, after the server tick, after today's is processed, these 2 guys should go into full retreat. These guys will probably drop to 1%. These guys will drop down to 2%, and they'll both begin an evacuation, but only one of them can leave. In the meantime, these guys will take all of their percentages. So they'll go up to, I expect this to be up to about 80% after the server tick. But 76 is enough. We only need to be 75 and above. So we are good, which means we are pretty much done for the day. We did it! Thank you for your support. It's been great. You've been good sport. I had a good time. Openly pissing people off. This has been great. Let's make a date for Wednesday. We'll do it all over again. All right. Let me take a look and see if there's anybody we can hand over to. A moment on that. I mention this every time, but the YouTube one is so difficult. Such a pain. But I like to try it anyway, because you never know. That's what I mean by the Sim Gaming Expo, why I'm hoping to meet some new folks, because it would be cool to be able to hand over more things to more people. I'm looking to network, get some new stuff going on. Okay, let's hit the raid button and see who we can raid. Looks pretty promising. The No AI Donathon, day 100. He's looking for money. He is playing Elite Dangerous, though. Maybe he's desperate enough to be entertaining. Monday mission running. They've got 10 people. Those guys are joining. Okay, let's let's go ahead and join that donation fund. Why not? I can't help monetarily, but we can go over and say hi to them. So we're going to start that raid, and that's going to be it for me today, guys. So as always, look out for yourselves. It is important to take care of yourselves, especially now. Drink water. Help anybody else if you can. If you see somebody that could use a little help them out. Never punch down, but punch up if you're at all able. I will see you guys next time. When you get over there on the Twitch side, make sure to tell them the Project Simstarr sends his regards. You guys have a good night, and I will see you bright and early on Wednesday, hopefully in a better mood. Again, thanks for joining me, you guys. 07 and bye.